All right. This is it. We're playing that game that everyone's playing lately. Meccha Chameleon. I'm probably saying it so wrong. So wrong. Going to be playing this absolute beautiful looking friend slot with some friends. That's what you play it with, right? I believe that's what you play it with. I got some friends sitting in the voice chat channel right now. Just figured we'll get the stream rolling. I'd say hello. And then we'd say hello to them. It's a fun game with the right people, says Amelia. I think we're playing with the right people. Let's go say hello, actually. Let's go say hello. Hey-o!
Taking the open approach.
What's up?
Hello.
Hi. It's been a minute.
It has.
Yeah, man. We're getting the old crew back together.
Yeah, for real.
Can cue that song. The boys are back in town.
Oh man, I missed that smooth voice of yours, man.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Extra smooth today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, been watching the football, making a lot of noise. Oh, thanks
After
for
yelling at the TV.
Yeah, God bless Harry Kane.
Oh yeah, dude. I saw a tweet that said someone knight him right now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. 2 amazing goals.
Did England win?
Yeah, for real.
Somehow.
Yeah. 2-1.
Somehow we won.
They came back from losing 1-0. Really
Wait,
stressful
weren't you
game.
guys playing against the Congo?
Yeah.
Dr. Congo.
Oh my god.
They were good.
Whoa, that's insane.
They were well organized.
Dr. Congo were good, man. That goalkeeper, oof, something else.
I feel like pretty much 90% of England games are like the one I just watched. It's never smooth sailing. We never get in the lead and have an easy win. It's always something like this. Oh,
Yeah, it's the final result that counts, right?
true. So how
It's a
you guys
power
doing
struggle.
anyway?
Doing all right. I don't know how to host a game for this. I was hoping Silent would know.
Silent isn't here yet. It's just the 3 of us. I don't know where everyone else is. I was going
I
to
have
suggest
no
that we
idea.
just play with 3 for the sake of getting
We could.
comfortable with the game. There's a
Learning
create.
controls on that, yeah.
You can find a server you can create. Did someone say you shouldn't show your screen when you're creating a server?
Yes, because there's a it's
Name
a
and
lobby
password.
name with a code. Yeah.
I will just plug my own music in the meantime.
Oof, this game music is not the best.
Okay. Where am I gonna? I'm gonna put this in the Meccha channel.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
This is an amazing password. Just, just saying.
Make it secure. Make it secure.
Oh my god! It shows the password on screen.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
it
not
does.
safe.
I don't think they had streamers in mind when they made this.
Okay, Europe maybe? I'll put Europe on it.
Sure.
Looks like I'm the host. All right, now I think I can show. Now I think I can
I
show
think
the
once you're
game.
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the wackiest lobby. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's a button. Should I press it? Configure map. Okay, so there's a map.
There's custom maps later on if we want to try, but I think we should start with the
What are the hunters
Default ones.
applicants?
I have no idea. I was hoping Silent or Chimera would know.
Have you played?
I played one game.
One game.
Chimera has been playing a lot.
Chimera, you're gonna carry us.
A little bit.
You're gonna carry us.
Chimera,
We're 2 clueless
Chimera,
streamers.
you're like the only reason I invited you, Chimera, is because I thought you knew this game.
How do you do that?
What?
I must know.
I'm sprinting.
There
I'm
was no
sprinting with
controls. Oh, okay. Then I thought you were emoting. Woo!
shift. Oh, you can emote
I'm
with
Play-Doh.
R. You can change your
Dude,
posture, like your.
You have so
your
much
pose with
knowledge.
R.
I'm taking a kip.
I think there's a thing about changing your size.
It's like I'm
I
doing
don't know how
yoga
to do
now.
that.
Huh, huh. Tai Chi.
I don't think you can change your
Oh,
size.
stretching out.
Look at me. look
I've had enough. Oh, what's that?
at me. I don't know. I'm spinning.
Oh
It's
my
quite
God.
hard to- You can paint
Oh.
yourself as well with F.
Dude, so I saw the trailer thing and it
Mhm.
just explained. Wait, what happened to my back? This looks so uncomfortable.
You-
Oh.
that does- you look like a chair. Let me see if I can sit.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. I don't know if I can do it again. Yeah, look. There you go. Come sit, brother.
give me 1 sec. I don't
Come
know how to
sit
get out of this
On
menu.
the human
Okay, okay.
chair.
Oh, very comfy, very comfortable, very comfortable.
Oh
How
dear.
do I change? Oh, wait. How did you do that? You
Just press F. So the trailer, I love the
Oh.
way it just shows you like the thing walks around and it paints itself like a similar color to what's around it. Like, that's easy to
you can use the
understand.
eyedropper, which is
Oh
pink,
my
right?
word. So yeah, you have to. This is interesting. So
It's one
Oh
of the
my
worst
God,
UIs
you
I've
gotta-
seen. I'm gonna be honest.
it's like using Photoshop, but like it's. I get the
Yes.
idea.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta like paint yourself from all different sides and think about where people are gonna look at you from. That's wild.
Yeah.
How do you change the paintbrush size? I
Probably
can.
scroll wheel, maybe.
Mirror. No, you hold right click and you drag it left to right.
Oh wow, thank you. Yeah, I see it. This is cool.
And then you can change the metallic. Like you can make yourself extremely reflective.
Ah,
And there's some roughness as well, which I don't know what roughness really means.
I'm slowly transforming into a rainbow man.
1 day off of Pride Month.
I'm 1 day late.
Yeah.
Typical.
I
You're
mean,
gonna
better
be
late than
proud.
never.
You're gonna be proud all year, right?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
That's the magic of it.
Yes,
Oh,
chat.
right.
Silent is gonna be joining. Don't worry. Fundy is also gonna be joining. We said at 3, and then we got excited a little bit.
My chat's giving me tips. Oh my goodness me, I'm super shiny now. Wow.
It is YouTubers we are dealing with, so that means they're always late. Most of them.
YouTubers are the busiest people on the planet sometimes.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm
You do
very
not want to
yes.
see my to-do list at the moment. It's disgusting. Somehow I
Hey,
cleared it, and
thanks.
then in a day it's like filled up again. Hi.
I have
Wow,
played
you
this
are
game,
shiny.
Yeah.
like once. So please
Wow.
be
I need to give myself.
What's up, Phoenix? How you doing, man?
Hey, welcome,
Hello.
dude.
I've
How you
played this
doing?
game only once. So like,
It's okay. Same.
Give
You're
me
better
a-
than
I
us.
played it once.
oh really? Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
Open it.
I'm
To
learning
be
how
honest, I
to
was
paint.
preparing my
Oh
glasses in the
no! I
background.
drew the back of my head. No, I drew on the wrong side.
Oh wait, I think I might have done the same thing. Yeah, I did. I put. Yeah, oh my god, yours looks like your face. Mine looks creepy. I look like I should have a knife
It
and,
really does.
a bad reputation. Well, I can
It
always
looks
put
like
eyes
you
on
run
this
like
side
this.
too.
See.
Oh, yeah, you-
Yeah,
can trick
wait.
people.
Here, look at me.
Uh-huh. Whatever you do, Phoenix
creepy.
and Sigils, don't show the code on stream because it literally shows the password. It does not do like the little stars.
Oh, I'm leaking
Oh
immediately.
right.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna have a public lobby. First come, first join.
I'm not streaming anyway. Just record.
Wait, public or private?
It should be private.
Oh
Private.
right.
It's a
private,
private
of course
server. It's got a
private.
password.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay.
Did you see that someone made this in Minecraft?
Already?
What?
Roblox, everything, dude.
I
Yeah.
really wanted to do that. I wanted to do that. What?
No, you can
Hold
still do
on.
it. You can still do it. Well, the tweet I saw was like people asking to test. I don't think it's been released yet.
I think. Let's see.
Does anyone
I'm
text on
googling
the
that
bottom
right
right
now.
in Japanese?
Oh, what just happened? What just happened?
Whoa! You're not supposed to do that with your back, Xisuma.
Hey man, I can do this IRL.
Can you?
Yeah. It's like
Wait,
part
is
of
there-
my flexibility routine.
Wait, how did you find that page?
I don't know how I did
I
that.
don't.
Wait, I've
Okay,
got a
so
whole
there's
bunch
those
of new.
poses.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of new. Oh, I'm a ballerina.
Oh, there's left click to change
what?
pages.
Oh,
Oh, there's more
wait.
stuff
can-
now.
Oh,
I can hear you in the
wow.
game.
You can do
How
the
do I not hear you in the
splits.
game?
Okay, so
Oh, wait,
from
oh,
what I can see right
moonwalking.
now, there are Minecraft maps in the game, but
Oh
not
god.
There are, yeah.
like
I saw.
not
I'll
like
try
a
to find
Minecraft
it, but
recreation of the game.
I saw a tweet of someone
It's
asking if people wanted to test it.
look, I'm a smooth
Okay,
criminal.
let me see. Can you link me the tweet, Ellie?
Yeah, I'll try to find it. I'll
Okay.
look for it right now.
Thank you.
Is using these poses a part of hiding?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Very important.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh. Hey, Silent.
What's up, Silent?
This looks
How's it
like a
going?
painful one.
Yes.
Like a kid
Are
crying.
you guys in a game right now?
Yeah, we are.
We're in
We
a
shared
lobby,
the
just waiting.
password thing in
great.
in the
I'm
channel.
joining in a second.
Let's see, I need to change the game.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. One sec.
Sure.
Oh, we got an offer here
Where's Wendy?
from Skizzle.
Yuzel?
Yeah, Skizzle Man wants to show us the ropes. We're gonna have to hook him up.
Sure. Is
Oh
he in
yeah,
the server?
we can have
He should
10
be, right?
people in here.
Let's see. Invite.
He's there. He's in the
Skiz?
server.
He's already here, isn't he? He's already got a role.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, of course. Okay, so
I'm gonna shoot him a message. Skizlimlimime. There you go. Skizlimlimle. Check your Discord.
All right.
We have a veteran willing to show us how
he
to play.
did
I'm
message
excited.
me 7 minutes ago and I didn't notice it. So hopefully
Whoop.
he's still yeah. You know, I've been distracted. I've been heavily distracted. Are we voting on what map we're playing up there? Is
I
that
think
what
we
I'm
can
looking
do
at?
the basics the basics first. Which
Yeah, we should start with the basic.
the backrooms one is tough. I will say that.
It really is. I have a really good spot
Fundy
on
will
that
be
one that I will,
5 minutes
I will keep
left.
quiet about.
Wait. I
Here.
can't find the tweet anymore. Phoenix, I'll
See,
try to
the
find
thing,
it
the
after
thing is, Ellie, if someone's made it, I'm gonna feel bad for like, because I'm gonna get comments from people saying like, "Oh, you
Right.
copied."
I
This
don't know if
guy,"
this
you
turns
know?
down their
no
voices.
one's made it. No one's made it.
Okay, because I'm gonna.
I
The
think it
one thing
doesn't.
that I don't know how to do is.
So it sounds
is
like
painting
I'm talking over the
body
top of
in a
them, but they can't hear
very
me. Beta and Adele,
immersive
thank you for
Minecraft
64.
way.
Appreciate it.
I can't think of any way to do that. right now.
And
Could
Mio
you have like a,
Samori,
I
thank
don't
you for
know,
the primed. Appreciate
a
that.
brush
Thank you,
that
thank
is
you,
a
thank you.
square?
You could, but like everyone needs to be in white. Like the one really important factor in this game is that everyone needs to be
Yeah.
white, and the sides of the bodies need to be considered because it's all about perspective. You can't just paint the front. You got to paint all the sides and the little crevices, and doing that might be a little challenging. But I really want to see how people approach that challenge.
I'd already sort of clocked on to, you know, you got to think 3D,
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
then
you
but
do.
then you've only got like one perspective of yourself, so there's other viewing angles, so it's going to be tricky.
Correct.
You can move your
Yeah.
camera around, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You can. I don't remember how. I think
Yeah.
it's V. No, it's not.
4.
It's
Four.
Oh
but
wait,
you can do free cam, and then you can also
Can
move the
you-
camera as you're painting.
can you choose to cast a shadow? Like, wouldn't it make sense to turn that
Yeah,
off? Maybe.
You can toggle that.
I guess if other objects around you have shadows, then you might want to keep it on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing with the
Oh, I
shadows
didn't even
is
know you
part
could
of the
choose that.
challenge.
It's a really fun. Like there are so many things to consider. This game has really thought it out.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like as soon as I saw that trailer, I was like, "Oh, I get it. This is something."
I'm back.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, sure everyone missed.
I'll think about it. I really want to try doing this.
Okay. Do I look like Barney or a pig man?
What
Pretty sure
are
I'm
you?
leaning towards Barney right now.
You look like you have an alien disease.
Yeah, that's also something I'm leaning towards.
Right, so I think Fundy's joining us in 5.
Yep.
And if Skiz hasn't turned up by then, I just said to him, you know, feel free to pop in anytime, basically. Even if we've started.
Oh yeah, you can have like 10 people.
How do we do the pose again? Oh, right, I am pressing the wrong key. All right, who can find the best pose?
This is my favorite one. Hold on. This one.
There is a
Oh.
way to like move around as you're posed. I'm not sure if you can do it in game, but you can do it in the lobby.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
So if you press
it's
F
like you can
and
like
then move your
bend
camera,
person.
yeah, look at me.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, that's painful. What else we got?
Doing
here?
crunches over here, working out.
A lot of these poses are like, you know, they look like you're stretching out.
Well, these 2 people have no names for me.
Let's see.
Alan, how do you bend your body like that?
You got to pose and then press F, and then you can just like bend. You can get all bendy.
F? Isn't F?
Yeah, I don't know if
P?
you can do this. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you press F and then you unpress it, and then like
Oh!
bend.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! I'm having
Yeah.
a seizure!
I feel like we're getting
we-
close to breakdancing at the moment. Look at this. Oh, there you go. That's sick. Look at that. Oh my days. I got it. All right, what one's next?
Bro, these poses are so weird.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at this one!
What the heck is this?
Oh my god, it's like
Yeah, moves, man. Need some music for this.
I'm gonna eat
It's like you turn into a deadly beast.
I'm gonna eat you.
I was so locked in for so long, and it's so bad.
It's Storv.
Oh, what does
Absolute
standing in the middle
cinema.
do?
Hunter.
You
Become a
volunteer as
seeker.
a hunter. Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah.
person who seeks the others. Okay. Does anyone want to
Yeah.
be hunter? I feel like I would like to be a hider first. Is that what we're called? A hider?
Yeah, a hider.
I don't know.
Yeah, it'll
A hider and a
choose some-
seeker.
I mean,
Yeah.
but if it
you
weren't
can
hunter, it would be
chameleon.
seeker, right? Like
You're called a chameleon if you're a hider.
Hunters.
a chameleon. Got it.
This is a hide and seek game. Not
Wait,
sure
what's
if you
the name of
picked
this
that up.
game again?
Mecca
Meccha
Chameleon.
Chameleon.
Ah, it all
Mecca
makes sense.
Chameleon.
Wait, why are there three
I think
Ellies?
Japanese
I
is
think it's-
super
why are there
convenient.
How are
three
there so many
Ellies?
Ellies? How'd you do that?
What?
Wait,
What?
You press Q.
What the?
Oh! Whoa, wait, what?
Oh,
Is there a
that's what
cooldown on
Q
that?
does?
That's new. Yeah, that's new. But
Yeah,
if
I did- I was-
the hunter finds any of your bodies, you lose.
Oh.
Weird. Okay.
Oh, it's like
It's
extra
It's good
points.
if you wanna like build something. I don't know if you wanna build like a piece of furniture or whatever.
Oh, Skizzleman's here.
Hey, hey.
Skiz!
Skizzles.
Yo.
Hey, dude.
I turned on your stream and I'm like, oh, he's gonna be doing Mecca, and everybody was
Uh-huh.
like, what's this? What's that? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let me help out a little bit.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're
wait,
newbies.
wait. I have a slight question. Is it Mecca or Meccha Chameleon?
I think it's Mecca.
Mecca.
I heard
Yeah.
it's Mecca. It's just Japanese for very chameleon. I'm on the fence. I ran a poll and I got mixed reviews, so I really don't know.
Huh.
Mm. Skiz, the password should be in the channel that Xisuma pinged you in.
Yeah, copy that.
Should be right above this one.
Dev.
Again,
Oh, group hug. Group hug. Dude, I love the paint as well. You're a Steve.
It's so silly. Sadly, it goes away when the round starts, I think.
It does, unfortunately. It'd be nice if you could keep your painter as like a seeker. Like keep your
Yeah, well, you can
Hey
pick
guys, look at
yourself
me.
while the
I'm
cooldown is down.
I'm a
So that's
centaur.
not-
Look at me. Wow.
Hey, well done.
I have
You
four
got your
legs.
one eye.
yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Flappy,
I
flappy,
do.
flappy, flappy, flappy.
Me when I
I've-
score a
I've-
goal at the World Cup.
Oh, I guess a good thing to teach while we are in the lobby is that you can climb things if you press a spacebar near a
Oh,
wall.
yes.
like this.
And then you
Yeah.
can
Really
stick to the wall
important.
as well.
Xisuma, I
It's
feel like
very
you didn't
important.
listen. It's very important.
Press spacebar
Climbing
near
is
a wall.
allowed
Oh
and
my God.
encouraged.
Yeah.
And then you can just stay there. You can just like
Yeah,
chill
you don't
out.
have
And
to
then you can
hold it.
pose.
Just be close to it, and that's it.
Yeah, you could just
These
can pose
games
on
are
the wall
getting
as well.
so janky.
Have you guys come
Um,
across the spacebar painting little hack yet?
Yeah.
Spacebar painting hack.
It's like,
It's so funny.
What's that?
So when
Oh.
you're in paint mode, and if you hold spacebar, it'll go to the eyedropper so that you
Oh,
can
that's
just,
beautiful.
pick a. It's just a
Okay,
lot
yeah.
easier to
Mhm.
to make your brushes
Yeah.
bigger and the whole nine, right?
You definitely gotta use that eyedropper for when you're hiding.
Xisuma, you're gonna have to set the lobby to like, so we can have enough
Oh.
time to paint and.
And before you
I have to
start,
do
Fundy's
things?
here. I'm
Time on
joining.
it. What's the
Fundy!
timing on
Fundy.
it?
Hello.
What's the timing on it?
I have no idea. I think
Is that
Xisuma
everyone?
hosting, so he has to.
Only
to set
X
it up.
can configure that. What is?
Okay,
what's the,
sorry. I need
what's
to pay
the
more
wait time on
attention.
your X?
What am I looking
Three-
at? This thing?
So
Two
go
minutes.
to the. You can't come to the button over here to get into the configuration of the map.
Okay.
Pick what map we're going to be on and how much paint time, how much hunt time, stuff like that. You can do force whistle, right? So there's a taunt, right? When you're out there, anytime you hit the number 1, your guy's going to whistle, and it's just a way to.
Ah.
And that's what-
So which
right?
map
And
do
you
we
can also
want?
Hey,
do
yo.
forced whistle.
Hey, yo, Silent,
Is
you're
there
looking
is there a
kinda-
good map for beginners?
The mansion is pretty good.
Mansion's pretty
Okay.
good. Backrooms is pretty good.
What
Some of the
game?
mansions
What
are
game
awesome.
mode are we after? Infection, basic, or double?
We should do
So-
infection.
Yeah, infection means that when you shoot somebody, then they become a hunter alongside you. That is a fun way, but with the lure of basic is that in basic, all the painters can actually check each other out and see
Yeah.
what they're doing and stuff. But that's
Why's it blurry? What you do?
Am I having a stroke?
No, that's me. I'm changing
What's my
settings.
screen
Look.
blurry?
What
What's happening?
is going fuzzy? I gotta go to my doctor, dude.
I don't feel so good no more.
Dude,
So
I gotta
would
change
you-
my glasses.
Would you recommend we change any of these defaults on infection mode, the timing?
I would recommend a little bit more paint time, especially for beginners, because it's kind of gets a little wonky
What's
navigating the paint.
what's
it at
paint
right
time?
now?
Well, there's hunter
that's-
wait
it's-
time. Is that paint time?
Hunter weight. Yeah, that's hunter weight.
So
time,
it's
yeah, yeah.
60. Shall I double
Phoenix,
it?
you.
So,
You
yeah,
can-
go
you
ahead
can-
and go to 150. 150 is.
You
is a
can
good
paint
start.
while they're still hunting, so it's like it's
That's a
not.
good point.
You can't. You didn't just like stop painting.
Yeah, you can. still
Phoenix, you
paint
look like
and-
you saw something traumatizing, man. You okay?
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I went to the piano. I decorated myself on the piano. Then I started levitating in the middle of the room. Then I just fell down.
Here, buddy.
Yeah.
What's Chimera doing?
Oh no, I fell. I'm balancing, you know?
All right.
I'm stiff posing, you know?
I think we're set up to go. So are we good? Is everyone, are you going to play with us, Skiz, as well?
I'll play one round with you.
Awesome,
just
thank
'cause I
you.
wanna see how this goes.
Okay.
There's a lot of people. This is
Phoenix,
awesome.
you're in the
Yeah,
way.
you're
I'm
gonna
trying to
get
draw.
Yeah, we got a crowd. All right, I'm going to click that button. Let's see what happens.
Dude, funny, you're gonna lose your drawing when it starts.
Oh, no,
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
you
body
can select your
type.
body type.
Oh, we're starting the
square.
game? Oh
Actually, you're gonna
no!
wanna
Yeah.
deafen.
I'm just gonna go
Deafen while we're
normal.
Painting.
All right, deafen.
Okay,
Only X.
Deafen?
Only X while we're. Well, I guess all of us can.
We have to
Oh,
deafen?
no, it's me. It's me.
Ooh.
It's random. It's me. I'll
Oh,
deafen.
hey, oh, yeah, that's
I'm
right.
not-
Okay,
I'm
we do
hiding.
have
Okay, so
another voice
Hunter
chat,
deafens.
right?
Deafening.
For the
Ah.
hunters.
Good luck.
Okay. Deafening.
Oh my god, I got to find. I got to do stuff now.
Yeah, you gotta run. You gotta find a spot.
Ruh-roh. This map is so good for hiding on, though. There's just a
my
million
gosh.
different places.
Where the hell is
You'll be
everyone?
I don't know
fine.
where to hide.
Ooh, has it been explained? So you want to actually hide someone in public because you only get points when you're in screen of someone of the hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, if they can see you, but they don't kill you, then you get points for it.
That's right.
Or you can just hide in the absolute middle of nowhere and like be hidden the whole game, and no one will ever get you, but you won't get points.
Who's the seeker?
We don't know.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
I think the seekers
Okay.
are Wait, I thought the seeker was deafening, but is everyone deafening?
There's three
I
people
think it's the
deaf. I don't
secret,
know.
right?
I don't know who's.
Oh, I've got to pick somewhere and just go for it.
This is an awful spot. I hate my spot. I'm leaving.
Oh god, I'm so indecisive.
I have the best hiding spot ever.
I
No
feel
good.
like
I hate
feel
this
like
place.
the first one was the best one, so I'm gonna go back.
I want to go somewhere else, dude. I'm leaving. I have not seen anyone.
You're not gonna see anyone because we're on
How do
infection.
I-
So when you get found, you will become a seeker.
Oh, I will be
Okay,
revealed.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
this
that's
is such a bad
okay.
spot. You know what? I hate my spot as well. Can I swap spots with someone?
I'm gonna go for it. It's not a good spot, but I'm gonna go for it.
Oh god, there's only 50 seconds left. Oh no.
Oh god.
Is that a good spot?
This
No,
is
it's not a
so
good
bad.
spot.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work because it's bad.
I think this might be a good spot. Are you guys going for somewhere out in like public view, or are you going super hidden?
Oh,
extremely hidden.
I'm quite visible.
Oh, I'm so hidden.
Although
I'm so hidden.
okay,
Oh my god, I'm not even painted yet.
that looks bad.
So how do you do free cam? It's 4, right? Yeah, 4.
It's
Oh, God,
press
this is
5 and then
so
press
hard.
4, and then you can free cam
Okay,
and teleport
that's-
around. Yeah.
Very intuitive.
You will not be able to see the other seekers until you get found, though, or see the other hiders until you get found.
Okay.
It's so obvious where I am.
Ready or not, here I come.
Oh god.
Oh no, I'm scared.
It's so bad.
You're all green. What happened to you?
Yeah, the brand is strong, dude. Don't worry about it. I
Okay,
don't
Oh,
you
wow.
press 5. You can switch
Oh
camera
no!
to the
Oh,
hunter.
I fell through the map. Wait, no.
know.
Are you dead?
Uh-oh.
Wait a second.
No way, right?
Wait a second. Wait a second. No,
Oh.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
No,
come here,
Sigils,
who's
no!
How are you
No.
not even? You didn't even paint yourself, bro.
I did it myself.
Bro, silent, brother. This is
It
a game where you
teleports you
paint
in,
yourself to
bro.
be a new
I
color.
did paint myself to
No,
match
you were
the thing.
white, bro.
I was hiding in a white spot. Oh my god,
Well.
bro. Okay, so don't fall through the map. You will get teleported to right to spawn, and you will get shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice.
James,
I
if
like that.
remember,
So-
if you hit the number
okay.
5, you'll go into camera mode, and at which point you can hit 4 and go into free cam.
That's right.
What are you shooting?
Do
How
we
many
only get
hunters?
no,
five
no,
shots
no, no.
now?
There's 2, right? Okay.
Oh wait. We only get
Sigils,
5
you are
bullets now.
neon
They
green.
nerfed us.
Yeah, dude. You know, gotta stand out.
Oh my god, you sure do.
Give you a
Dude, we
little-
could
guys
edit
can
you out. You're
whistle,
so
by the
green.
way.
I know. Well, listen, I'm not hiding. I'm seeking. I want you to feel fear when you see the green guy come running in.
Remember,
It looks like a
Phoenix
green
is
screen.
like if someone gets points, they're seen.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's right.
It
I
means
forgot
you're in
about
like
that.
Oh, true,
plain
true, true.
view.
Ah, so
wanna
somebody is
whistle?
in the kitchen. Oh. Uh-oh.
some, homie, buddy.
Wait a second.
This is way more
Wait,
difficult than
Silent
it
is
seems.
just
What?
plain
Okay.
white right now.
Wait.
Silent's not even painted at all.
One of us
no,
has
I'm a
seen-
He's
slightly
lame like
different
that.
shade. I'm a slightly different shade of white. Okay, 1% tan.
Phoenix-
I was hiding in a white spot.
Silent Phoenix
I'm
is in here
surprised
somewhere.
that you haven't found Xisuma after he said he was
I'm only
extremely
here
obvious.
because no one's come near me yet. That's it. As soon as they come near me, they're gonna spot me.
The kitchen is
Yeah.
getting cleaned.
How do you do that? How do you
Yeah.
do? How do you the?
You press 1.
You press Y.
Oh yeah, you did say.
Okay, we've seen like we're right. Oh, no, wait, is that we're right around?
I think you only
Phoenix,
get 5 bullets, Sigils.
Skiz,
Ow.
did you say there
Oh,
was like
they
a
did make
detach
change,
cam?
didn't they?
Oh
Yeah,
I
if you
read
press
about that.
5, you
only
go
get-
and then
hold on,
4.
hold on. I think you should only get to miss 5 times.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is new.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Oh.
Uh oh.
Yeah, that's we might
Yeah,
be
just
kind of
just waste all your bullets. Waste all your bullets.
Is
No,
that an
I
option
think-
that we can disable?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
no,
It's
no.
optional now.
Okay, I know there's someone in here, but we've wasted so much of our time looking for them.
Oh, there they
Oh,
are.
I'm definitely in the kitchen. Yeah, definitely in there.
Oh, I'll give you a little.
You don't lose a bullet
Ah.
if you shoot correctly, though. You keep the
Woo!
bullet.
Got it. Okay. Dude,
It's like
Let's
to
make
avoid
it a
spam.
in-house rule that if you're spotted, don't start running.
Oh
'cause
wow,
otherwise
it's,
the
it's
bullets
actually
matter.
really easy to spot people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's-
Oh,
that's
they
fine.
also did something for that. If you're running and you're shooting someone that's running, you don't lose bullets either.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Then run as much as you want, guys.
House rule has been
Go
rescinded,
for it.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you walk
Dude,
past them
fair.
again? Come on.
This is
Dude,
I'm
where
driving
is he?
Silent nuts,
Listen,
and I
there-
love it.
There's
Dude,
so
I don't
many.
feel like I'm
there's-
part of this game.
Get out of here!
Hey.
That's such a weird spot, dude. Bro, I don't feel bad.
We've
for
also
shooting you,
found
actually.
Skiz. Where is he? These are the questions
Wait.
that I have.
Oh man, Skiz has got like almost 1,000 points.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shoot, man.
Oh, no.
He's a
Thank
pro.
you.
He's somewhere. He's somewhere in this room.
Oh, that's you. I almost shot you. I
Go-
was like, I see
Bro,
you
don't
guys.
shoot me.
Bruh.
The hiders are a lot smaller, by the way.
We also have not left this area. 'Cause
No,
everybody's,
we
like,
have. There's so
gone,
many.
dude.
There's so many people around.
I still hear a whistle. I'm fine.
Oh, there we go. We got it.
There goes Eli.
Did
Alright.
you like my hiding spot, Phoenix? Was it
That
good?
was really good. That was brilliant. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Skiz is getting so many points. What the heck?
Dude, where? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get points because you're doing the whistle?
I only have 45
No,
seconds.
you don't. But I'll give you a hint.
Wow.
My shtick is I love to hide right out in the wide open.
Oh, okay.
Good. Oh, okay.
It
You want
makes
to
it
know?
No one's even been in my room yet.
Oh, I see where you are. That's clever.
No, you don't.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Guys, we gotta lock in.
I'm so happy that someone walked
Hey,
past
start
me.
whistling. Start whistling.
Okay. Right. And
Apparently, we walked past
that'll be right in your
Xisuma.
ear right there.
So
Come on,
I got
Phoenix.
points
Come on,
because
buddy.
someone walked past me
Dang
and they
it.
could see me on camera, right?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm getting it.
Ah, this directional audio is annoying.
What?
Stop
Yeah,
whistling.
What?
I'm losing my mind, dude. What?
No, no, you'll see me blink. See me blink. in.
GG.
What?
Whoa!
Wait,
That's
what?
brilliant.
I was
That's
kidding.
crazy.
Whoa,
You know
that's
what?
huge.
That's brilliant.
That's
All right,
insane.
All right, Phoenix. All right,
Wow.
Phoenix. I see. No, not Phoenix.
Okay, you get an A in for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just went for
my
the
God.
ceiling.
Famous.
Yeah.
Horse. Phoenix did the horse
Wow,
thing
that's
strat.
brilliant. That's
No,
brilliant.
it's not
That's
Phoenix. For some
brilliant.
reason, it says Phoenix, but it's not.
Yeah, no. I was inside the horse. I was inside the horse.
Oh, you
Okay.
were?
did.
Wait.
Sure you were.
was a good
Oh,
one.
Yeah, I had
man.
to pick it again.
Well, I survived, but no one saw my pathetic hiding.
Yeah, let's
That was
do
a
a
shame. You'd have loved it.
little bit of extra time to search.
Oh,
That's
so
a good
do I
one.
need to
Good one. It
reconfigure?
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
is there a
can,
way
yeah,
to
I
remove
would.
the?
Search time
Remove,
300.
we
we
wanna
should
keep the
allow
bullet-
spamming and a little more time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
you should remove
gonna
the
do
bullet
Hunter
limit
one
if there's
time.
if there's an option.
I wanna
Can
do
we add
Hunter one
more
time and then,
hunter bullets?
That's right, Hunter. Yeah. How many does it allow? Because you know what? That's the thing. I think that they added that because me and Green and all of us, we were griping that the hunter could just spam shoot everywhere. You know?
Okay.
Well, sometimes you
Okay.
need a bunch of bullets because some spots are really difficult to shoot. So
Should we
yeah,
do
it's a
same
balance.
No,
map again?
no.
Because we got some familiarity with it.
Yeah, do
You
it one
could,
more
yeah.
time.
All right.
X, let me do one more. I'm gonna hunt with you guys. I'm gonna hunt one time, and then I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to play a couple rounds with you.
Cool. Is there? Oh wait, you stand in the middle, didn't you, to be a hunter?
Yeah.
All right. And one thing I didn't pick up on is what's the etiquette with like deafening and muting and stuff in this channel.
It's just for the hunter, I think.
So the hunter
just the
mutes.
hunt-
Yeah, so we
It
can.
depends on what mode you're playing. If you're playing infection, everybody should deafen while you're painting. And then once the game is on, everybody should be talking. If you're playing basic, then only the hunter should deafen because
okay.
everybody else can see each other and stuff and they work together.
Okay, so I'll deafen at the beginning while painting, and then we unmute. Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, so
Love it.
we're deafening during.
All right, so it's just you and me, chat. Wait, was that how Skiz made his body really different by selecting a different type? Dang it. Blue Fire Embers, thank you for subscribing. We got Flame Love Girl here for 7 months, much appreciated. And that brings us up to speed. So, hiding out in the open seemed like a really clever, cool idea. What kind of pose do you think is most like Skizzle Whizzles? Maybe that? Oh, wait, that's the same one we did last time, right? Where's the one where it's on its side? There we go. I think we're going to try and put that somewhere. Oh, boy. We want it... Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Very too much. We want it to look like an object that's supposed to be there. Like, maybe there's just a cushion on this seat, right? So now we got to paint it in a way. Hang on, if I can get the rotation right here. Oh, there you go. Ah, that right, perfect. Okay, so I think the butt gives us away. That like that. You're gonna see it mostly from this kind of angle. Okay, Now I think we want to put like a. Oh, what happened there? Bit of metal, bit of roughness. Similar. Let's start with that material. All right, let's go really big. Oh, that's handy. Oh. Part of me wonders if we could get away with just that. What if we make it a little more metal? Is it better? Is it what? It might just look like it belongs there, but I'm not as pro as Skiz. I think he created a really good example, but right. So if I press 4, then 5, that didn't work. Maybe I have to wait until the search starts. 4 is free movement. Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay, unmute.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Good luck.
Let's destroy some cells.
You'll
Let's
need
destroy
it.
some people.
I accidentally chose the largest body size that I could,
Skiz,
so I
the
am
skin.
Silent,
What?
you are. This is not your
You
game,
look
bro.
like terror.
Nah, man.
What'd you do?
I'm getting destroyed today.
Oh, what in the Grim Reaper is going on over here?
What is your skin, man?
I'm not an artist. I suck.
Bummer of a game to be playing to not be.
Oh,
I like your little pink feet.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to. Yeah.
So with Fundy having some points on the board, is that like an indicator that you have looked at them?
No,
It
it means I'm
is.
the
Yeah.
furthest away.
Yeah, that's what no
Points
one
on
knows
the
where
board,
he
yeah,
is.
and it's on a delay. I think it's like a 20-second delay is when those points update.
Yeah,
so
something
you
like
can't,
that.
you know.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. That's smart.
Dang,
I get it.
Fundy. All right, I'm gonna find you.
I have the worst spot. I'm surprised I live.
Sometimes it's like reverse, brain. You're like, no one would ever be here, so
Oh.
it's the best
Oh.
spot, actually.
Yeah.
Phoenix has been seen.
Ah.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Huh?
Check the
I have
horses.
not been seen. No. Check the horse again. Same spot twice.
They changed colors actually. The right one was bronze last time.
Dang, I can't find anybody.
That's
Yeah,
No, they have to
looking
change
as
colors,
well
otherwise
now.
it'll just be like too obvious.
Oh.
Give me a
Yeah, but
whistle.
that means that these
No.
matches are updating.
Oh, do we not have it automated? Yeah, I guess not.
I whistled.
All right, somebody's
You
in the
whistled?
main room. Somebody's in the
You
main room.
suck.
There's the
Oh,
man.
man.
Whoa.
I thought you were good at this game.
Oh!
Oh
I was a
no.
spud. I was a giant spud.
That was
That's
good.
a good
I liked
spot,
it.
actually. Yeah, that's
That
a
was
good
really
one.
good.
Look at
Ooh,
this.
Xisuma is
Look at
getting
this.
points.
Oh, he said my name.
Hmm.
Wait, is Fundy hunting?
Oh.
Fundy, did you get caught?
Fascinating.
No,
No. Okay.
Nah, it's just me,
it
just
perplexes me.
Phoenix, it's Phoenix.
Woo! Heard that.
Woo, woo.
Oh,
No,
That's because
Skiz,
it's
please.
Oh,
You beg for your life.
Hey, sometimes once you got
Wait,
it.
what
It did not work. It did not work.
Let me tell you something.
Funny,
let me tell
funny.
you
What were
something.
you?
I was the confetti with like the little strings that are attached to the balloons, and it was like from every angle it was bad.
It was good.
That's great.
I know that feeling.
Ellie left the game. No.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got
Ellie,
kicked.
come back. Ellie,
I'm
come back.
gonna
to us.
try,
We
man.
love you, Ellie.
Okay.
The game doesn't love me.
I'll tell you what.
That
X,
is
if
very
you ever
loud.
get a chance to play with Pearlescent Moon, she is such an artist.
Oh,
She
yeah, the artist.
vanishes into the map. It's
I can
ridiculous.
imagine.
I heard someone here.
Wizardry.
Playing with an artist? Damn, that's
Yeah,
gonna be rough.
What?
It's really fun to paint in this game, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah, I like
It
it.
is.
Ooh, I hurt. Oh,
I haven't
heard
even
that.
seen, dude. I'm built different.
The map's quite
Where
big,
was
you
it?
know. There's lots of places to hide.
Yeah, there's so many places to hide on this one.
It's why we need to catch people very quick. Get a larger
It's
army.
also pseudo randomized. Some props change positions and stuff.
Ooh.
Yes, they're
Yeah,
changing that
keep
too.
it.
That's an update. Gotta love it.
Make it
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah, I noticed
Good
that with
job.
the horses. The maps are slightly lively.
All right.
The horses are so
Peek your
absurd.
ears,
I can't
guys.
believe
5
what's happening
seconds.
there.
There's gonna be a whip for you.
No, no.
I don't think this
Oh,
game
I
likes
can't
me,
whistle.
guys.
Oh, I heard one over here.
Here.
Yeah, where was that?
Somebody was so close to me.
Bro, how am I? Phoenix, how am I alive right now?
I don't know. This seems harder than it looks.
It is harder than it looks.
Oh, well done.
Oh.
Yay.
Was it
But I got
Xisuma?
points.
Here's a little
I got
cushion
points.
edition.
Wow.
La la la.
Wait, no one's really being like actually in eyesight yet.
Man, what in the world?
I know.
Zuma has.
well,
what do you mean?
yeah,
Zuma's
yeah,
looked
yeah,
at
I
it.
racked up points, son.
1,289.
the
I
eyesight
stared at
rule
you
is,
for a
like,
little too
specific.
long.
Like
That
you
was
have
just
to.
that was just updated.
People have walked past me. They just haven't looked at me.
There's a sound back here, but
No, there's not.
someone's in this room.
No?
Yes?
No?
Phoenix, you're gonna be so upset when you see me.
Wait. Dev sounds
I will
guilty.
be upset. I'll certainly be upset.
I can't believe how well this is working.
I heard the fuse.
Go, give us another one.
Go on.
I dare ya. Oh, he's in this room.
Yeah,
His
keep
points
searching
are
on
going
that
up.
room and nothing
Yeah.
adjacent to it.
Keep searching where you're searching. Yeah.
Yeah. That would work wonders.
Okay, we have
I'm
10
really nervous right
seconds,
now.
and there's gonna be a few. We should pay attention.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Gotta be in there.
We should all spam it once it gets
There's
to like
nothing
80
here.
Wait, Dev's points went up again. That's so close.
What?
I am nowhere.
I gotta. You
Who's
want
stop-
to shoot
who's
somebody?
stop hiding?
No one in here is
Oh no.
I think that's Ellie.
Fundy found
Oh, that
yeah,
might be,
why does
yeah.
it-
Because it's
yeah,
planned.
no.
Oh, right, okay.
Ellie is in number 2 in the toilet.
Oh yeah, that was me. But
All
for
right.
some reason I can't join you
Bro.
guys.
Oh man.
Dang.
Zuma, you did well.
All right, Xisuma, we gotta pull together. There's someone here, right?
It feels like it. Because the points keep going up when I go through this area.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
points.
you can leave that room, Xisuma. There's nothing there.
Hey, Centrals, you got some points.
I feel like
Congrats.
I'm participating.
Yeah.
Someone in the library.
Oh my God, this is making me nuts.
God.
Poor Skiz, dude. Poor Skiz.
We got like 20 seconds here. Carl, give us some whistles.
I'm just gonna keep spamming it. Come on,
Wait,
Skiz.
are we on top of each other?
Wow.
Come on,
what in
Skiz.
the wo-
Come on.
Heck,
You're in the wrong room,
Where-
Skiz.
Oh,
It's all over the place.
You guys are gonna hate my spot so much.
Skiz is gonna
I'm
lose his
s-
mind.
I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my God.
I am
Silent.
so sorry.
Whoa.
Where?
Right. Oh, that's
that's
so
awesome.
clever.
That's good.
That's so clever.
Bro, everyone walked
Hold
past
on.
me so much.
Wow,
Oh
Camera,
my.
that was pretty good.
Wait, Silent, were you just on a chair?
Heck,
I was on the
she's sitting
ceiling.
a chair over here.
Oh,
Does it show you where I was after?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God, we need more time at
What
the
is
end
the
here,
spot,
don't
Fundy?
we?
Yeah, so you can add more time for that last part.
Oh,
you can
shoot.
add more exploration
Definitely.
time, so people can enjoy it more.
That's a good
Oh, that was so
spot.
silly.
Dude, this
I
game is
think that
not
was
letting me
fun.
join you guys. Yes, kids, thank you for showing us.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
man.
thank you so much, dude.
Thanks for
Appreciate it,
joining.
man.
GG, Skiz.
Hopefully we'll play again soon.
I hope so. Take it easy.
So Ellie, you're having issues joining?
Yeah.
Is
Do you
it-
guys think it's possible to restart the lobby?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Remember
Just,
to
just
Uh,
don't show it on screen.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, too expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
It's actually illegal to host a lobby of this, private
Yeah,
server.
this is our one lobby. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right. Disconnected?
Man, I just got disconnected. Oh, jeez.
Remember
Oh, I
to
got kicked.
not
Alright, well,
show
this
the
was fun,
screen.
Oh.
Yeah, everything stays the same. So when I create,
Yeah.
you should now be good to
Yeah,
rejoin.
make sure to hide the. Yeah. All right. Let me see if it lets me.
Let's see.
What is that server name, by the way? How did you come up with that?
There you go. Thank you, guys.
it's very cryptic.
It is.
There's a
I feel like it's a cipher. I need to solve it. What does it mean?
Hey guys, I'm struggling with
Nobody
Discord. Can you guys
knows.
out loud say the password to me, please?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
password 1 2 3.
Yeah. It's
Can't you
password
read?
1, 2, 3, 4. bro.
I can do
No,
it in more
Thanks,
scope.
guys.
It's not that far off. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh. Oh no,
I
not
know-
the setting, please, not the setting.
It's
No.
early days. No, we don't like this. Okay, well, we're going to play on a different map now.
Yes.
The back rooms.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
arguably
Back
the
on
know-
the map.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
that's
have-
difficult.
I have to redo all the
You know-
settings.
Yeah.
There is a modded
That-
map of a little known game that I don't know if we've ever played, but it's called like Craft Mine or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have heard of it.
Oh,
We can
Infinity
try
Miner.
later
I heard
on.
of it.
I will say the backrooms doesn't have like a ton of hiding spots comparatively. Like there's not a lot of like stuff in it.
Yeah, but that makes
That's,
it
that's
fun.
why I thought it'd be interesting, because the
Okay.
other one was
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
detailed everywhere. Anyway,
Yeah.
here we go.
This is like the opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going
Funny,
minimal.
someone mailed you the password via USPS.
Canada Post.
Right, I'm going to stick with that body type. Can we see if anyone else has used the other one? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, no one stood in the middle? Okay. Wait, does that mean I'm the hunter? No. Hide time. Oh my god. This is really minimal. I feel like I should put myself here and try to appear like I'm an object, but I don't think I picked the right body type for that. That's like, maybe if it's against the wall here. I think that might be a little too obvious. You need an area that's like slightly crowded for that to work. Maybe put something on the ceiling. Maybe a pillow. Maybe I'm a pillow on a bed, right? This feels like a good spot, although I'm not out in the open, but I'll give it a try. Pose. Something super flat. Maybe that one? Oh, wait, where'd it go? I feel like you're just gonna see that, but if we paint the shade out of it a little bit. I reckon you need more time to know these maps, right? You need to be prepared. You need to have a plan, because I think that's just gonna stand out. But go on then, we'll try. So this is very bad. This is a very bad idea. This ain't gonna work at all, is it? Go flat, someone said. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm running out of time here as well. Oh, like that. Wait, no, go back. That one. No, on the floor. Where's the flat one on the floor? That one. Pfft. Maybe if I paint it like a pinkish color, it might look like a doll or something. Oh, this is such a bad idea. And I'm struggling with the controls still. Great. See, that's now. I think we need to go with... Oh, wait, not yet. Oh, gosh. Why are the controls so janky? Right, now get a little bit more metallic in there. Well, this was terrible, wasn't it? Dev's gonna spot me so quick. Maybe not though. I don't know. Like, or you know, from out here you might not think that it's someone because it's just so there. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this. Like, unless he looks directly at me, he ain't gonna realize. Oh no! Like, no. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Nah, he's got me. He's got me.
Come
Well
on!
done.
No, not
Someone's taking a
Xisuma,
nap.
bro.
I could not get my ideas together quick enough, and then it was like, well, I guess I'm gonna lay here.
Just lay there and die.
Oh my god, there's a whole pool. Wait, this
Yeah,
map
it's
is so cool
entirely-
now.
Whoa, there's pools. That's so cool.
Very nice.
You're right. I didn't even go there. Is anyone in the pools?
Yeah, I know.
Please say out loud.
Oh no.
I'm in,
It's so
I'm
fun
in the
before a bed.
pools.
Am I in a
This
pool?
is-
I think I'm in a pool.
You can't go up the slides. Unforge.
That is- Right, so that means you can definitely go up the slides.
Fundy, I am looking at Fundy. I'm pretty sure. I'm so. Oh, dude, that's so obvious. So
I was a
obvious.
golden pot.
Oh, it got
We were very
someone.
close to each other
Nice.
because you were up here, right?
Yeah. I went on the bed.
That's crazy.
I was going to be
Yeah.
a pillow, and then I was a very obvious pillow.
I think I'm in that room too.
No, you're not.
Let's see if I've looked at anyone in this time. Oh, we have seen someone. That's
Oh,
insane.
Sigil's getting some points. Ellie getting some points. Oh,
I'm not,
everybody's
shut up.
getting points right now.
This room is
Yeah.
extremely red.
The red room.
I think the pools are empty.
Yeah,
How are you supposed
yeah,
to blend
yeah.
in with this?
I see a lot of like,
Oh man.
those flotation devices, and I see some seats and balloons.
Flotation device.
Flotation device.
I don't know what you mean when you say they're empty.
I'm sorry. I think I if I don't get found,
Flamingos.
I think this hiding spot's a bit broken.
Are you like stuck between stuff and it hasn't given you that error?
I'm not exactly. Not exactly.
So many new places to hide.
Yeah.
I am so
They removed the
stressed.
entire offices, which was nice because there was like nowhere to hide in there.
Oh, I knew a few spots there. That was insane.
Oh, this is the thing. The more experience you've had, you know the good places. I was thinking,
Not
like,
anymore. They changed the maps.
if you're really good at painting,
First time playing this one.
if you're really good at painting, there's
pretty
there's
cool.
some spots you can take advantage of.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, you can
100%.
get real froggy with it.
Oh god, I looped the whole map.
Me, I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
be basic.
Yeah, this is. We have looked everywhere, and there's 4 more people.
No,
no,
there's
you
not.
haven't.
No, there's only like it's just me. Everyone else has
Yeah.
been found. Don't
Yeah,
worry
who
about it.
said
Wow,
this,
yeah,
this
what?
map was difficult?
So where's
No, they
Ellie?
updated the
Ah!
map. It's not that. No, I have money. Listen.
Oh.
Oh, dang it.
I went south so fast.
Bro. Bro, did everyone just hide in like the first room? What's happening? That's where everyone's been found.
Well, where's Ellie? Ellie's beating my score. I don't like it.
I don't know, man.
Uh,
Funny, I'm gonna tell you, you've been inside of me.
What?
What?
oh.
No, in game.
In game.
Yeah, guys, this is Meccha Chameleon. I don't know.
I think you're playing a different game over there.
Yeah.
No. Funny,
Everything is
Funny
like-
walked all over me.
There's no
And can I
way,
play?
dude.
You did. And
So-
so,
so
did
he's on the
Xisuma, and so
ground.
did Chimera.
I'm good
He's
at this
on the
game.
wall
Don't
above
lie
the
to me.
office.
No way, right?
That's
You
what
walked
everyone
on me.
says.
Can we get a
No
whistle?
way.
Man.
Can we
We
get
need
a
to play the
whistle?
version
Here?
where it's just one seeker and
Whistle,
all the
whistle.
hiders can see each other.
It's
I'm
fun.
just gonna wait until Ellie gets points again.
Side note, why is
What?
everything so
He's getting
reflective
points!
now?
Everyone freeze. He's getting points somewhere.
Freeze.
FBI, open up. He's getting points. Oh,
What?
there's a
No.
classroom? How did I not
My
see
point.
this?
Someone walk closer. I need to be
Wait,
fully
I
alert.
really want to see
getting more
where
points.
Ellie is
He's
now.
here. He's right here somewhere.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that.
That's
close by.
impossible.
Oh, I do hear
Yes.
something.
Yes.
What the
Oh
heck?
my god, that's
Oh
so
my
good.
god!
Where were you? Where were you?
That's so good. Wow.
I cannot believe that worked. Holy moly.
Brilliant.
Was he a swan
Oh,
head?
right. Okay.
He
Yeah,
was
it
the
was a
beak
swan
of
head.
a flamingo like
Yeah,
pool
mate.
thing.
Nice.
I was
Bro,
just
that's
I
so
was
good.
looking at one in the other room, just sort of starting to think like that. You gotta blend in
Wow,
with
all
the
right.
objects.
I don't even mind that you like beat my score by far.
Dude,
The new
you
models
walked
are
on me,
so
bro.
hard.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Where's
this
Phoenix,
update
though?
to this map is way like more
Wait,
intense.
Do you get
who's-
points for
who's
touching?
left?
I think it's just you.
Wait,
Must
there's
be
two
two
people.
left.
It says two
There's
people.
two left.
I'm still alive. Who else is alive?
Yeah,
Oh,
Silent,
Silent's
me
alive.
and Silent.
Oh,
Well, Silent
yeah,
is in some
Phoenix.
sort of dark like spider crevice because he's getting 0 points.
Yeah, I don't want points. I want to win.
Those contradict, my friend.
I'll,
No, once you see where I am, you're gonna be like, maybe that should be
Oh,
patched.
we walked near him. Someone
That
walked
I
near
bad.
got
him.
6 points. Heck yeah.
Oh, dang it! Okay,
Oh!
never mind.
So,
Where was
Never
it?
mind. Never mind.
Phoenix,
Where was
Phoenix,
he?
I've hid there before. As soon as you
Yeah.
said that, I was like, oh, I know what it is.
Dang
We
it!
still have one person left, though.
Wait, bro,
Yeah,
where
with
was
6
he?
points.
He was on top of
Yeah.
that chandelier that's super bright, and you just go
Oh.
like metallic white.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've thought about hiding there before too.
I've hid
Oh,
there before
God.
too.
Walk near him like, oh, someone's walking near him.
Hi, Silent.
20 seconds.
No, Sigils, this
I
is not
can't-
fair. You know the spot.
I can't hit my shot, dude. I'm bad.
It's your
There we go.
GG.
Ellie
That's not
wins.
so
Ellie
evil.
wins.
Yeah.
good
So
one.
now we
That's a really good one.
see the different
Oh my
spots.
Oh
God,
wait, you're in the
I'm
toilet.
blind.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were
that's
here on the couch?
insane.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
spot,
insane.
Angels.
Ah.
Where's the toilet
I was
at?
looking up
I
there.
want to see my Xisuma friend. What? You weren't even white, Xisuma. Like
Bro.
it's not even
I
the
know.
bed
Really.
color.
Ellie was insane.
Ellie.
Too good.
I think if you made it more metallic, I would never looked at it.
Bro.
Wow.
That's
That's
How do you
so
give him a
good,
like?
dude. That's so good.
Wow.
How do you give it a like?
Bro.
How do you guys do that?
G. Press G on
press
the-
G.
That's getting a
Oh,
like.
okay, nice, nice.
AN or whatever it is.
Insane.
Okay, let's
So
see how bad
funny.
Xisuma's was. What is this?
It was.
Xisuma, you're like green!
Oh, he
I'm
was
brand new. Leave me alone.
My- Dude,
You were ready
Xisuma
to-
was a sweat stain.
You know, I'm giving it a like.
I was.
You know,
I just remember going here and go like,
I was
see.
hoping it would
It's
be
a
a,
used, decade-old teddy bear.
yeah, I'm hoping it would be a
Bro, did
doll
you
on a
give
bed.
yourself-
Oh, that's good.
Phoenix, is this or Fundy? This is you, right? You put your
Yeah.
What's that on?
I
the,
tried making
on
like
the
a little.
end?
Well, I saw that this thing has a little handle on it. Like up here, there's a handle, and I was like, "Oh, I'll make a handle on my butt."
Yeah, sure. Okay.
That was
Who
great.
amongst us has
Bro.
not done that?
Yeah.
Whew, same room.
Also,
same,
silent.
Same
You have
map
nothing
again?
to say. You were
do it.
just
Yeah,
hidden
sure.
behind the
Sure,
toilets.
let's go.
Like you have
Let's
no.
do it again.
I was sanitary.
I like the timings on that.
Anyone want to
I
be
feel
a
like it was
hunter?
enough time to.
Times are great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
timing's
change it
very
to the
good.
other game? Never mind. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll,
one more.
we'll mess things up next time.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
gonna be so creative now.
I already know where I'm gonna be. I saw a place that I'm like, oh, I need this.
All right, here we go, chat. LC Grace, thank you ever so much for subscribing. The Friendly Cat, thank you for subscribing as well. I deliberately picked this because I know where I want to go hide, and it's not that way. And why am I putting my arms out like that? We're going to go to the computer room, and I'm going to try and make myself look like a computer. Although, I can't help but feel other people have been in this room already, and they might just be like, oh yeah, I've seen that. So maybe I should be like down here on the ground, as if it's like the computer on the ground. So I need to not press that, but that button. What's most going to make me look like a computer? Maybe that one? No, wait, what? Oh yeah, you just got to let go. Kinda no. Right, so now, look at this. If you come into the room, you're going to see me from back there. So we just kind of want to be like that. Right, now we've got to get to painting. We're going to pick this tone over here and do the whole thing. Right, I think that might be a little too dark, so we'll try slightly lighter. Then how can I make it look more computer-like? Maybe draw some lines for like the CD-ROM and stuff like that. So like we want something super dark. Let's take this color down here. Reduce that. This is where I'm really going to mess up. I can feel it. Like, or maybe not. Look at that. It's all pixely. And then the second one isn't. The first one was absolutely perfect. More like that, please. Is that like an undo? Can I control Z? Oh, you should so have an undo, right? And then change like the palette and stuff. I think that's just hoping for the best now. The top one was really good. Maybe maybe don't hope for the best. Maybe just leave it on the top one. That's too much. I can't help. If you're running around, I can't help but feel you might just look at that and then move on. Right? Wait, stuff's happening. So someone got caught.
What's the matter, man? You don't like plants? Come on.
Okay, I know what's bad in the last one, but you don't need to put it that easy. Oh my god.
I really wanted that to work.
Oh.
That was quick.
Bro, I went high risk, high reward on that one. I'll be honest.
Oh, it was good.
You
it
have
was
the most
funny.
points right now. You're winning.
What is
Yeah,
up
if
with
you think
that?
about it, I'm
True.
actually. If you think about it, I'm actually. the
I need to
champion.
ask you guys something. When you find me, do not kill me. Just don't
Okay.
kill me, please.
How do we know which one you
Oh
are?
my
Hello,
God.
Is this
Sigils.
a winning strategy?
Hey, hey, teacher.
Look at the top of my head. I'm bald.
Oh,
I find that offensive.
Oh,
Wow.
was I that
One of
obvious?
us.
it was so
One of us.
good.
Oh my god, you didn't see this one down here.
Wow, what the hell?
Wait, you
Oh.
didn't see me?
See, someone was here under the
Hey,
like
I
under the
thought-
desk.
Well,
I
he
thought
was
I
on
was
top
out.
of your thing. No, wait, were you not the teacher? Were you not the just full-blown teacher standing on top?
No.
I shot somebody and walked away. Wait, who was
That
the
was
teacher?
so confusing.
I was the teacher.
Oh, you hit on top of me.
Oh,
There
Wow.
were two of you on that desk, and I only saw one.
Really?
oh, that was so funny. Yeah,
Oh,
someone was like
my
doing the cover on the side.
Oh,
Oh my god.
insane.
It's
That is
bonkers.
insanity.
I was so confused. This game stresses
All right,
me
let's
out.
It's a stressful game.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
who's left
finding
alive
it
right
the
now?
opposite. This is just a delight. I got
Both
the
can be
biggest
true,
smile.
man.
Both
It's
can be
very
true.
silly.
That's true. I mean, I'm not invested. I'm just here giving it a try. I pretended to be a
Yeah.
computer. It didn't work.
I was getting all
Wait,
the
you
points
were
right
you
now.
were a computer? I was a teacher on the desk.
Yeah, did
We
you
were-
see
we-
the computer first?
I didn't see
No.
the.
Oh, we don't see each other, do we? Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't see
yeah. I want to see us
No.
together. I'm really curious
That's gonna
now.
be funny. Yeah.
Because I walked in and saw the teacher and was like, all right, handled this room and walked away.
I guess it worked for a minute.
It did. You got points.
Oh god, I'm not finding anyone else. This is gonna be painful when it's revealed.
Okay, I've checked every
I think I'm
single
doing horribly
flamingo.
right
It's
now.
not a flamingo.
It's not
I'm not
a
doing the
flamingo
flamingo
again.
again.
The flamingos are clear.
Are you sure about that?
Whoa, that's good. That's pretty good.
Flamingos are flaming
Oh,
gone.
dang it. What? Dang
was
it. I was
good.
still working on it.
It was actually good.
Sure.
The last
Nice,
thing
man.
you hear is, wow, that's pretty good. And then they shoot you.
Boom. Yeah.
No wonder.
Yo, I think I want to be hunter next time because I seem to be unable to find anyone, and I like want to put that to the test. You know what I mean? If you're the only one hunting, y'all might get
Yeah.
a free ride.
Ooh,
You can be
I
my
love a free
guest. I
ride.
got it twice in a row. I don't wanna.
Okay, I'll definitely hunt next time. I want to give that a try now.
Okay, chat says I'm cooking, so good luck, guys.
Ooh.
Well, is Ellie still alive? He's
Wait,
getting so
wait,
many
wait! Can I
points.
stream snipe you? Oh my
Yeah.
god! Why am I not doing this already?
You could try, but I'm free camming.
Hey.
The only thing you're gonna see me is following you around.
Oh, dang it!
Bro, how does he know where I am every
No one
time?
here.
Xisuma. Bro, I think there's someone in those lockers, Xisuma.
Oh,
You know you can open the lockers, right?
can we really? No,
The
that's
gaslight
the
is
wrong
strong
button.
with this one.
What's the interact button?
No, you can't open those.
Dang it! That would make it extra annoying.
Ellie has a lot of points.
Yeah, what's
Oh,
up with
yeah.
that?
I need to
Where is
see
he this
where Ellie's
time?
at. Yeah. Someone's
Give
gotta
us
find
the
this man.
whistle.
Sure.
Oh, that was
Oh,
over
Oh, I
here.
heard, you're here.
Wait,
You
what
are
the
here.
hell?
Yeah, near the area where I'm getting points.
Bro, so many points.
If I were a beat maker, where would I make my beats?
On a beat
A
farm.
beat maker couldn't make beats. How many beats would a beat maker make?
That's a good thought process there, Sigils. I'd be in the basement.
Yep, found you.
Oh, nice shot.
He was
Fuck
here?
you.
Yeah.
Wow.
God, this map is massive.
Nice. Who's
Yeah,
left?
should've gotten
So
points for
trolly,
that.
dude.
Silent,
Is it
right?
silent? Oh,
What?
He's
No,
always
I'm
in
a
such like
seeker.
obscure spots. Are you?
Yeah, classic case of silent thinking. He wins with 0 points.
I mean, if I'm the last person found, then it seems like I'm right pretty
It's
well.
not how it works.
The
I
points are
think Ellie's
meaningless.
got this one.
This isn't
Yeah,
who's winning,
100%.
is it
The point
anyway,
of this
bro?
game is to. Are you in this?
Oh, I heard that.
Are you here?
Did hear that.
Silent,
Yeah,
DM me,
we
DM me your
will
location,
watch.
and I'm just gonna look at you to give you the points.
Yeah, everyone just stare at Silent for like a good minute.
I think that was like over the pools area. That whistle, like close
Are
by.
you a flamingo?
No, but
I could
he's not
be a
getting any
flamingo.
points for in
He's
here.
not.
I got
It would be
6
amazing
points,
if
everyone.
you-
Let's go.
If you moved
Where did
and
he
turned
get
into
6 points
flamingo
from?
after
Okay,
everyone
he's
said
been
that.
seen apparently.
Okay, he has.
That counts
Has
as a
he?
win. That counts as a win.
He says he has 6
He's
points.
not on my leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
just
have
so
it
far
either,
down, I
but
can't
I'll
even see
believe
him.
him.
You're so far down.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
this
you're
one.
only in top 5.
Oh,
Are you cake?
Did sound that way.
Are you cake?
the cake is a lie. The
Oh,
cake is
now
a
he
lie.
has it. Now he has it.
Come on, Fundy. Come
Where
on,
is-
Fundy.
What? What?
This is such a dumb spot.
20
Genuinely?
seconds. 20 seconds. Come on, come on, come on.
Ah,
Wait, so he is in the pool.
Is he?
no, keep looking at him. Don't kill
Got
him.
Sorry.
Where was
Wait,
he?
wait,
Oh!
A bit of a
I
quick
appreciate
reaction.
the
That's
effort.
so
right
good.
there.
Oh, that's good.
You guys walked over
That
me
is
so many
beautiful.
times.
I must see me and
You
Xisuma.
guys need to see mine. You guys
Oh
need to see
my.
mine.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
let's
no,
go.
I need to
Wow,
see
me
the
and Xisuma are
What's the
amazing.
table?
That's so good.
This was good. I like that one.
Yeah, the computer was really good.
Wait, I need to see
I mean,
mine.
it falls.
That's a good computer too.
I think it works because you were there,
Funny, if you were
Fundy.
my teacher, and you were that tall, I would not respect you. So.
Yeah,
I
so
should've been
like,
way bigger,
straight
that's
up
right.
Didn't even process you. I just shot Fundy and walked away.
Oh, wow.
Sigils was
That's
just a
great.
cactus.
I need to see where Ellie was.
I was under the big red slide. This spirally
And you
one.
got so many points from
That's
that.
so cool.
Oh, you did the
Phoenix
same
is
thing I
so
did.
good.
Bro, we both painted ourselves to match the tiles. That's crazy.
Yeah,
How did you get points from that, Ellie? That's crazy.
I don't know.
Oh, Phoenix has
You
such a
guys-
good spot.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
you-
Phoenix a
Yeah.
lot. It's nice.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You
it's
shouldn't have
so
died
obvious
from
it
that.
hurts.
Whoa, that's good.
Oh,
Wow. I probably walked past
Insane.
that a lot of times.
I think
Yeah,
if you
can I
removed
take
your
back my
shadow, it would
vote
have been
from
even
Xisuma
better.
And give it back to.
Yeah, I was still
Phoenix?
working on that.
That's very good.
And then Funny got me.
so cool. It really
I've
is
seen
cool.
someone do that on the exit signs before, and it was crazy.
Xisuma, you want to be Seeker?
Yeah, can someone else initiate the game then?
Oh,
you
can
can
initiate
initiate
it
and jump
just
onto the
stand
middle.
Here.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, okay. So should we do the map
Are
we
we doing a
played
different
before,
map?
hide and seek?
Sure.
Oh, quickly. No, go away.
Quick, you have 15 seconds.
Quick. Oh, gosh. The GUI
I'll
popped
try
up.
this one.
I'm gonna make it too oblivious. Let's see how much I can get away with it.
So do I need to mute and deafen
That's
as well?
toxic.
Yeah.
Are we playing
Yeah.
Infection?
All right, chat, it's just you and me again. How you liking this? What do you think of it? I think this is fantastic. This game is just genius concept, right? Genius. Again, like he's read us at all this stream. Again, as in across time, I have given you my attention. Jeez, with the jokes. I can paint myself now. Oh yeah, good point. Well, I was going to read chat, but I guess now I'm going to put if I can press buttons correctly. What am I going to do? How original. Can I, make that smaller. I don't know, looks kind of slightly psychotic. Maybe put some little, and then even smaller now. Those are some creepy teeth, right? I feel like I need to redo the teeth. Why did it not work? Oh, it's wrong button. Okay. Sufficiently weird? I'm not sure. I'll get better at this with time. I'll get. I need to practice. I need to get used to this interface and the drawing, and eventually I'll make something that actually looks interesting. Okay, I have the feeling like they're gonna taunt me. Why are my controls messed up? Get rid of that. Okay, now we're back to normal. I have a feeling like they're gonna taunt me and be right here in the open. We could do a round where we just say like stay in the main room or something. Yo, that felt like they're all around. They are taunting me. They're all, oh my god, they're all right here somewhere. Oh my god, are they like under the table maybe? Oh my days. What about this object? They could be right in front of me. The couch, the chairs, table. I haven't got a clue. But they're getting points, so they're definitely either side. I think they're up here somewhere. That's my guess. Oh, I'm so bad at this, right? Should I unmute?
Fun.
Hey, I've been muted.
Yeah,
There he is.
Yeah, you've been unmuted.
Is that? That's painting. That's painting.
Dang it!
Whoa.
No.
That was really ambitious,
Nice.
but that was painting.
Yeah.
I could see it. We don't have any tools for like making straight lines and stuff.
Yeah,
No.
I was still going.
No, you need a steady hand. That's what you need.
Yeah, you just gotta lock in.
I am
those
like,
drinking so
game
much
hands.
coffee.
I need a ruler.
Whoa,
what is
my
it?
God,
Just
where
like
are we
hiding
going?
in plain sight or something? What's the?
Yeah.
it like a
Fundy's
phrase?
over here somewhere.
What's going on? Yeah.
I'm being very mean.
I will never hide him. in
You'll
the
see it
open.
and you'll go,
Oh.
ah.
There's broccoli.
Oh, maybe you were over here.
Oh, why did I move? No.
Only got +1.
No, I've ruined everything.
Accidentally
Ah.
moving when you don't want to is the worst.
It's the
It's
best.
so bad. It's the best for content.
Someone else
we're
is
good.
still in this room, I'm sure of it. Because those points
Yeah.
ticked up when I stayed in this area.
I sure am. Thanks for
That
all the
sounded really
points earlier.
convincing.
Oh, man.
About to hit 1,000.
All right, Fundy,
We'll
calm
see,
down. Leave
we'll
some
see.
points
Wait,
for the rest
what
of
the
us.
heck? Hold on a second.
Wait a second.
Oh!
Oh, that's crazy. Wait,
Those were all me.
Nah, that's crazy.
Ah!
I was like, there's no way that 3 people did that. But you did.
I'm playing the game like I'm
All of
silent.
you.
Going for the lowest
That's
amount of
I
points.
was like, is that
Crazy.
part of the map or not?
that's
Wait, were you
crazy.
multiple people?
All of them were doing
No,
the same thing.
I placed copies of myself on the ceiling.
That's
Oh.
possible?
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
Yeah, with
That's
Q you
actually
can
so
place copies
funny.
of yourself.
Oh,
Up to
that's
2
so
copies.
neat.
Okay.
But
I'll
if
need
any
to
of
use
those
that
get
at some
shot,
point.
you are
I'm free.
dead.
There's nobody
No,
that way.
Xisuma,
Don't go
don't
that way.
leave.
No, nobody this way. I'll check. I'll double check.
I wasn't
Goodbye.
talking to you. You don't know.
Wait,
Bye,
I assume
guys.
if you place copies of yourself, do you get more points?
I
Because you're
think
like
so.
you're seen more technically, right?
Yeah, that could be actually.
Oh.
But I think any copy hit is you dead, right?
If you
Yeah,
paint
that-
yourself,
yeah.
does it paint your coffee? Your copy?
Coffee?
Coffee?
Your
Coffee?
I'll have a
Yeah.
Oh
cup.
yeah,
Painting
you have
my
to
coffee.
paint multiple of you, I think.
Yeah,
They
we haven't
copy
tested
your paint directly. Whatever you have.
But like, if you
Interesting.
paint yourself and then copy yourself and then paint yourself again, does the copy also get painted?
That's a good question.
I have no idea.
This is
If,
like
if
one of
it
those
stayed original,
riddles.
then that would be sweet, because then you could have like multiple actual hiding spots.
Yeah.
I was thinking wallpaper. You could just copy yourself and blend
yeah.
in.
Yeah, you could.
That's true.
Da-da.
This map is so hard.
It's a hard.
Hello, Phoenix.
Hello.
I
Copy
don't know what
stays
they
as
did,
is,
but
according to chat.
everything is so reflective.
Hey, Phoenix, look that one way. I won 1,000 points.
Uh, I don't know.
Anyone in the
Hey, can you look
library?
back the other way?
No.
Because Chimera needs points.
I'd like some points.
Points are nice. I'm already dead though.
Hey, where's Ellie? Where's he? Ellie? Yeah, he's not getting any points.
Yeah, me and
No,
Ellie got no
like
points. dude.
I'm playing the game like you a little bit.
Oh, well, I
I'm
decided to
going
play
for
it like
low
you
point
this
strat.
time.
Oh, thanks.
We swapped metas and we didn't even realize.
Yeah, no, we swapped mechas.
Yay, 1,000 points.
Ooh,
Thanks,
nice.
guys.
Dang it! And we've come back to this room.
I think I might know where Fundy's at, and it's a killer spot.
I might need to stop checking this room. There might not be anyone here.
Wait, Silent, how do you know?
Yeah, how do you know you
Because
can't see it?
I heard your whistle.
Yeah,
Oh,
whistle,
okay.
whistle again.
Whistle, yeah.
Whistle.
Give him a
I
little
know.
whistle for the people.
If you're where I think you're at,
You
it's a pretty.
I don't know why I'm looking
You guys,
around. I
the
can't- I
points
can't
are
see
not
the
going
highest.
up in your area currently. Like, oh, actually, never mind.
Well, it only updates every 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's getting points.
Oh yeah, it says next update. Yo.
Oh, it's in the kitchen. It's
Oh,
100%.
Yeah,
That's
Xisuma, you got me.
Oh, nice
That's
shot.
Wait, you're in
clever.
here?
Whoa.
I was above. I was an exit above the door,
That's
That's great.
genius.
There we
like an
Ah,
exit
yeah.
sign.
Nice. I like it.
That's how you do
Oh,
it.
that was super far away.
Oh, that's so close.
Uh-oh.
Yo, give me some points. Give me some points.
Need some points, guys.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Ellie, you made it too obvious. I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. I didn't even get a single
Oh, there's
point.
someone
No,
there,
I
there's
made,
someone
I had to make it more obvious to
Alright,
try to
10
get more
seconds,
points, and
10
it didn't work.
seconds.
Ha!
no
Gotcha.
way, dude. No way. We're four.
Yeah, you little
Look up.
cacti.
Somebody look at the ceiling.
You little
Silent was also
prickly
there?
freak.
Oh,
No way.
wow.
You were
It is
hiding right
trash.
next to me, Chimera. That's
My
crazy.
distraction made you
Bro.
invisible. I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
Ah,
It was too absurd.
nicely done. That's
That's great.
great.
That's great.
Yeah, that was a good spot. That was a good spot.
Okay,
Chimera.
so where was Silent?
I was on
Oh,
the
Fundy,
ceiling
that's
in the
pretty
main
good.
room.
That's pretty good, Fundy. I like
In the
that
main
one.
room.
I was
Appreciate that.
thinking we could play a game where we
Oh,
say
that's a good spot.
Sigils just likes cactuses.
Chimera, you missed a copy.
I can only have 3, like total.
Oh,
Yeah, you can only have to.
dang.
I like Fundy's spot with the exit sign. That's clever.
we could play a game where we say you stay in this room and then you get more painting time so you can try and blend in more. Wait, who's that over there?
Well, yeah.
Ellie.
I was a pile of clothes. No one saw me until I had to make myself more obvious, and then it was too obvious.
You were a leg of the piano. That's so clever, actually.
Oh, I walked past.
I made
this.
myself too big though.
I walked
You
past.
did.
Really
You
was
walked
like
past
a
me, but I had no
low
points,
five.
so like I had to make myself a little bit more obvious.
Dang it.
Wait, I can't find Silence, buddy.
On the ceiling.
In the main room?
Yes, on the
So,
ceiling.
oh, he's there.
Oh
He's
my
a little
God.
beam.
Oh my god.
Oh, sigils. That was really good.
Insane. Insane.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm surprised
to
it got
blend in.
found. I'm
With
surprised
like 4
it got
seconds
found.
left, dude.
That's
Fundy walked in
great.
and was like,
Yeah, I
great,
heard the
bro. He
whistle.
wasn't in
I'm
the
like,
main room.
cacti.
Right, how are we setting up the next one?
Should we try the other game mode where all the hiders can see each other, but like seekers don't increase?
Osaka. That's a new one.
So one, oh, you can see what I'm clicking on. Okay, we'll do that. So that is that basic or double?
I think basic.
Okay.
Yes.
And then there's only one hunter for the whole game.
Yeah, you can probably change the hunter count though. You can probably put like 2.
Should we make the game a little shorter then? Oh wait, it just changed anyway. Okay, I'll make 2 hunters. And you've only got 300 seconds. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds
works.
good.
Should I put the hunter wait time up though, just so we can paint a bit more? Do 90 seconds on that. All right, cool. Let's go. Woo.
All right. Do we risk it? Do we go big?
I always go big.
Big square or big round? I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
have
big
to
round.
think quick. I might get selected as a hunter. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. So I'm blocky. I'm tall. We can see the others. I think maybe hopping in the back of a van, like over here, and then painting myself like that yellow that's nearby might work. So I'm going to quickly do the pose, which will be that one. No, let's go back. So something like that. Now we go into paint mode. This, make it nice and big. Right, but it can't be just that. So I think what we need to do is put like that black circle in. Okay, so I'm going to... They're all still running around, by the way. I'm like getting straight into it. Maybe put a few things in here. Why is that like not... There we go, okay. Oh, that's so bad. Why can't you be an actual circle? I feel like it's also not dark enough, so let's go... Oh, that changed. Let's go like that, and let's go even darker. Maybe put some metal on it. Right, and then some of this stuff down the side here, maybe? Just if you're, like, looking closely. Oh my god, why did it all change to white? Okay, it went back. I think I'm just going to have to live with that. Okay, so 5, then 4. Now we're free camming it. And we should be able to see others. So Fundy... Look at Fundy's massive. Oh, no, don't look closely. Don't look close. Oh, for goodness sake, straight away.
I guess it wasn't a
Straight
good
away.
shot.
I tried.
I should have shot faster there. I was too incisive.
Chimera managed to get some
What
points.
gave it away, by the way? Was it the like the horrible
No,
painted
no.
texture?
There he is.
Yeah, it was kind of like
I should have gone with the biggest size. That was so.
He was
You're
never gonna get away with
huge.
that.
Yeah.
Elliot, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
This is a small level.
Yeah.
It's very small.
Oh, that's
That's
I
good.
do like your spot,
That's a
Ellie.
good one.
Although you're not completely painted.
Ellie's got a good spot.
What's
Where's
this?
everyone else?
That's real.
There's 2 more of you.
You should be
Oh,
able to
we're getting okay. We're
toggle
giving them
nameplate.
points. Sigils managed to get some points. Why?
No.
Silent is doing what Silent does.
oh man,
I have 1 point. That's all I need.
you on top of
Oh.
the pillar or something.
Wait, oh.
Wow.
No, I was moving.
Oh,
You little trash man. You little baggage.
I can't believe I'm getting away with this.
yeah, no, that's such a weird spot.
Simon, that's pretty good.
oh, shit.
Okay, we have 2 more. We have Silent and
Oh,
Sigils.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You're gonna
Okay.
destroy this sigils.
Oh,
So
he's got a
nervous. Oh, that's great.
sign.
I think
So
he must be
nervous.
high up. That's like a sigil sting to do.
Yeah.
Whoa! I don't have.
Whoa, that's
things.
discrimination.
Yeah, what the
can't
heck,
say
man?
that.
You don't know me like that.
I think
I'm a
he's
down
up
low
here
kind of guy.
somewhere.
That's me.
There's someone
Oh
running
my
across the
God,
road
so
right
good,
now.
Actually.
Underneath a truck.
Why can't I find
Yeah.
Silent? Oh,
Okay,
there.
so Silent will
Why-
be incredibly hidden as
Yeah,
per usual.
Why
let's-
is there
let's-
tumbleweed?
Oh,
It's tumbleweed.
just to make
Japan
it
is known for
spicy.
tumbleweeds, of course.
Where's
big
where's
tumbleweed
Sigils? What the heck?
I'm not even here. I went home, guys. Actually, you should probably just look
Yeah.
for Silent.
Yeah, he left the game.
To be fair, looking for Silent is like looking for sigils.
not
Our
entirely
names both
inaccurate.
start with an S and an I, bro. You know.
Yeah.
True. and there's that, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
what-
you were cooking them though. You were cooking them.
Okay,
Dude,
okay,
whenever you
Phoenix.
fight
Let's
Sigils,
do a
you're
little
gonna
theory.
get
Let's
mad
do a
at
little theory.
yourself.
Why don't we both just keep looking that way and see if Sigils gets points?
Okay.
Wait,
All right. This is
what's
organized.
meta
bro.
gaming
You're-
Keep
over
that way.
here.
Keep looking that way. Keep looking that way. We're gonna search only this area. He's gotten points a little bit. Does that mean he's here somewhere?
Metagaming for real.
Dude, all right. This is some sweat action going on now, dude.
I mean, it's
Oh,
gonna
we're just
update
playing
every
Mecca
30
Chameleon
seconds,
with your
so-
friends.
Yeah.
We should
It's
do
gotta
like we
be
should do
here.
like hot and cold, you know. You're getting
Mm,
colder.
there's
You're
whistles
getting
for that.
colder.
You get one. You get one.
Getting
whistle.
cold.
How
Oh,
small this
Ooh, I heard
mountain
I
is.
heard
Little
a
bit
foot
warmer,
wheel this way.
warmer.
Why can't I see Silent?
Okay, we know Sigils is on
Oh,
the
there
other
it is.
side of the
Jeez.
street, not this side.
Oh, Silent. That's insane, bro.
I think it's the horse.
Ah!
Funny looked at him,
Okay.
looked away, and then I saw his character just like snap back. Like, wait
Yeah,
a second.
low
Wait a
processing
second.
time, right? Human error.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Okay,
delay.
so,
You know, you need to upgrade
Sigils
your
has to be
RAM.
on
I
this
think
side of the street.
I think Sigils is like pretending to be something.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of the game.
Yeah, I think he
That's crazy.
Like a
dude. I would never
model.
think of that.
Spoilers, dog. Come on, man.
You can't just out him like that. Come on.
I can't believe I'm getting away with this. I cannot believe I'm getting away with this.
I
This
can't
should
believe-
not be. This should not be allowed, Sigils.
Where
What
is
do you
he?
mean? I'm not even the same size as it, bro. I'm hanging off.
That's what I mean. Like this just feels bad for them.
Bro, give him a whistle. I mean, come on.
I did, but the whistle's gonna be like in their
Oh wait, I
eardrums.
know where you are. You're there.
Where is he?
yeah.
Oh, he's just
Sigils.
right
Yo,
there.
you should have
Wait,
you
you
should have
don't
given them a
paint
little sign or
yourself.
something.
Did you
Should have given them a little sign.
I did. It's a different shade of white. Okay.
Oh, different shade of
okay.
white.
So-
Mm.
Very
Did you,
silent.
Did
of
you have to? Did you have to sign in?
Boo.
Bro. I'm
think my
gonna sign up for
favorite
that
one
spell
is
next time.
Sure.
Mine
Oh,
was
it's almost
trash.
like
Sigils that
like a
you were-
battery or
you
something.
were,
It's the painting. It
You
just,
were
it gives
assigned
it
a
away.
hider.
So silly.
So wait, where was silent? Where was silent?
He was over
Silent
here.
is on
Top of
top of the
Oh, right,
like
right, right,
air
right.
conditioning unit.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Like
zoom
we
out.
just like
Oh,
we have
zoom
everyone is playing the game and Silent just doesn't understand the point system and he's committed to it.
I'm committed to misunderstanding points. Chimera,
was
your spot
creative.
is
Oh,
so
Chimera. Where was
so
Chimera?
like you
Yeah,
got
I
I
don't
it.
know
was
what-
so I was so emphatic.
Yeah.
There's no place for a big character here. It was
Yeah.
great.
Just a huge
Oh my
gray
God.
sumo wrestler with his like black belt sitting on the roof.
I'm just
Oh,
chilling there, you
dude.
know, getting a little bit of the sun.
Yeah,
The view.
good.
I can't get on top of this thing. Oh, there we go.
Oh, you can get up there.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next round? Same game
I
mode?
wanna
Let's do
hide
this
it.
map
I haven't-
again.
I
We can
haven't hide
probably
it
do it
yet.
one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one more.
Works for
No,
me.
we know.
Reinfection?
We won't go big, right? I think probably one seeker. The map is really small.
Yeah, it is really small. That's true.
This interface is so buggy. It's so buggy.
Tiny.
Now I get what the 1x thing is. That's your body size.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you also
Yeah.
get more points being big?
I think you get more points
Ah.
too.
I would hope so.
Hiding.
Oh
And away
God.
we go.
Alright.
Phoenix.
Good luck,
Oh my
everyone.
god, I'm huge. What the hell? I didn't sign up for this.
Oh, you're cooked.
Silent.
go hide in
I was
Chimera's
going to
spot,
go
you'll be
there.
Yeah, I will.
Did you see this when you were spectating last
Oh,
game?
I did, yeah.
It's like this is actually maybe not a bad spot. I don't actually like it. You can't get flat enough for it. You can have it.
I don't have a plan.
It's such a small map.
Where's a Vendi?
Will this work? I have no idea.
Okay, this is kind of evil. I like this. I like this. Oh yeah, this is good.
No, not that one. That's the right computer game. Oh, I can't do that. Dude, I'm stuffed. I ain't got a hiding place.
Phoenix, you're too big.
I know I am. I shouldn't have done this.
Oh, Ellie, that's such a good spot, bro. And then the duplicates below. Dang, bro.
I'm gonna try to see if I have time to actually fix the pose because the poses, the bottom ones are not that good.
Oh my! This is pathetic. Is what this is. I will be the
All
first
right,
person
good
out.
luck, everyone.
I'm the
Here
first
I
person
come.
out.
Oh no, how bad?
I believe in you,
How bad
Chimera.
is it?
I think it's
I'm the
good.
first person out.
I think once you see him, you just give him like a grace period to go run
No,
away.
just shoot me straight away. The second you see me, you just be like, "No, X, you're terrible at this game."
All right. let's see.
I do not
I mean,
get a
it could
pass.
work. It could work.
Oh no, this could actually work.
Oh, what is this?
No, it can't work.
Okay,
There was a
that was
moment of hope.
actually good.
There was a brief moment
There
of
was a
hope.
bit of hope. Yeah.
I think it was good. The thought of it.
The
Silent,
thought, maybe.
bro.
This dude.
That's nuts, dude.
Ooh.
Dude, Silent, turn
Oh.
your fan on. You're sweating, brother.
It's actually 95 degrees in my office right now. Here, let me get that in
Yeah, I know,
Celsius
you
for
don't say,
guys.
dude.
Yeah.
Alright,
no,
to be honest,
it's 30
Celsius is
it's
also pretty
33
sweaty.
C in my
Okay.
office.
Ah!
Oh, that was
Now,
undeserved.
where is everyone? Oh, you can put yourself in third person. Why?
Wow. Ellie and Phoenix. Wow.
I can't find anyone. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. That's so
Bro,
fun.
Phoenix.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay.
Okay. You get my
Let's go.
info.
Let's go search over here. I heard a whistle.
So we have 2 people that are absolutely nailing it and 2 people that are never getting points.
Oh
Sweaty.
no!
I don't know. I don't seem to be getting any points right now.
Centrals will get some points.
I've
someone
gotten
below that,
54
right?
points. Look at that.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, Silent, isn't this illegal?
Wow.
Phoenix, I love yours, man. It's so
Oh
good.
my god! That's so good.
That was
Dang
awesome.
it.
That
So
was
good.
so good.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh my god, dude.
We had the same idea.
That's
We
so
did.
Ellie,
good.
you racked
Bro,
up points
literally
because
on
of
the
that.
same sign. Like,
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
2 people left.
Yeah.
I wonder if you get
Now,
more
and
points
now
when
we
you have,
get to
when
the
you have
point where
coins.
might as well give up.
Yeah, for real, man. Yo,
Okay,
come
I
on,
know
show
what
us your
they
best
are.
dance moves or something. You're not finding these guys.
Oh. I heard that.
I got
You can
points.
spam whistle and you'll still not be found.
Really?
I'm
That
fine.
bad?
Yeah, these
I'm
look
findable.
like
Silent.
glitched out. Oh wow.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
come on.
wait.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, I'm
mine's not
surprised,
that
I'm
bad.
surprised.
Silent, on the other hand,
That's
bro.
crazy.
It's the other one in the same.
Hey, listen, I take my job as a hider very seriously. Okay?
Whistle.
You
No
know
way.
Oh, now I
Whistle,
see
you won.
There's no way you're
Silent.
fighting Silent.
Silent. There's not. Come on.
Is it Silent or Sil, the one that is left?
It's silent.
Oh,
Silent.
Just silent.
You got 2 minutes. You'll be fine, man. I believe
Good
in you,
luck.
Chimera.
Oh god.
Got points on the board. I mean, hey,
The trash can? No.
I can't believe you actually.
I
got
am
points.
trash.
No.
Yeah, true. Agreed. Big agree.
Hard agree.
Hmm.
Pretty fishy spot, bro.
Hmm.
I hear you.
No, you don't hear anything.
Yes.
Go
I
on, whistle,
did.
whistle again.
I would. I don't think you heard that.
Okay.
One more for good luck.
I feel like this spot,
One more.
This
Just one
spot
more
could-
whistle.
it could end up
Pretty
biting
right.
you in the.
Bro.
Oh,
Are you like up here in the food?
I just discovered that you can teleport to players.
Yeah.
Yeah, left click.
That helps so much because I couldn't find where you were hiding, and everyone else is like, "Oh, great hiding spot, mate." And I'm like, "How the
You
hell
can
did
keep
you find that
whistling. He's not
already?"
gonna find you.
What? What do you mean?
Dude, Chimera,
What do you mean?
you're gonna struggle to digest this one, brother.
It's a pretty raw hiding spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No way. Is it very obvious? My
It's
point.
fishy behavior, dude.
It's not obvious
no
at all.
way.
It's not obvious at all.
It's not obvious.
Bro.
No, it's not.
Oh shoot.
Oh my!
He's getting points now.
Wait!
Oh my god!
He is
Holy!
second.
That was
Come on,
insane.
let's appreciate my
Second.
hiding place one more time.
Oh man.
No,
I'm trying to be
Xisuma, you
hunter
get a
this time,
pity up
'cause
vote.
I haven't been
You get a
hunter
pity
yet.
up vote. Oh shoot.
Ellie, this was so good.
That was.
I do like your spot. Xisuma. If you
I
were
love
a
Ellie's,
smaller
yeah.
character, you could have done it.
Maybe, yeah.
Phoenix was really good.
I'm still
Ellie
learning.
was yes insane.
No, Phoenix was
How did
good
I not
because
see it?
he was way too big, so he had to draw the line.
I couldn't.
Yeah, no, Phoenix's spot is great. I do like that one. That's
Yeah,
really good.
I gotta say, I only saw Phoenix because it was like in front of my face while I was climbing. I was
he
like, oh,
was-
I see.
So
I'm gonna be a hunter.
Right, do
I'm
we have,
still
do
gonna
we have
pick the
another
big
small map
character.
like that? Is there another one
BRB.
similar size? Sugarland, Penguin Hotel,
I think that's the-
Hotel.
Oh, we should do Sugarland.
Sugarland. Okay, one or two
That
hunters.
one's just one big room.
How many hunters? One or
Oh
two?
no, guys, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that.
Maybe two. I don't know.
Two it is.
Because this is basic, right?
No.
Hold on, I thought Fundy was BRB.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, we had a beer. Oh well, they'll be hiding in plain sight,
Oh.
possibly.
Ooh,
You'll never
hiccups,
find him.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh, we see each other. Okay.
High time, high time. I saw a spot.
Now, where can we go?
I saw a spot,
Ah, this one, classic.
and I'm gonna go for it.
We
Is
could
it-
make like a tree with everyone. Hmm.
Where's the pose that I need? Where did it go?
Good luck, Xisuma. Good luck.
Thanks. This now feels like a terrible idea. Oh,
Oh
Yes.
no.
Who are the seekers?
it is a terrible
It's
idea. isn't it?
just Phoenix, right?
Can't get a position. No.
What the heck? Come on, right, controls. Ah, it lacks texture. I might get away with it for a moment. I'm not going to get away with it at all. There's a texture slider? Say what? Where's that?
All right, boys, put your hands up.
Where's the texture slider?
We're
guys.
still working on it.
Oh, now I'm giving it
All
away.
right. Wait, is Fundy back? Was he still?
I'm
like,
back. I'm back. I managed to
Okay,
hide.
okay.
Oh, for goodness
Oh.
sake.
Oh,
Sorry. Wait,
dang, bro. Just no commentary or anything. Just straight to the
Yeah.
I just saw
dome.
you
Just gone.
point blank. I could have said that's a sweet spot.
I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be
no.
funny right after he said I managed to hide, then just gunshot goes off.
Possibly.
Well, now I know where everyone's
Okay, so when
hiding.
you shoot someone, you get a bullet back.
What is this?
Nice.
What is this spot? Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. Interesting.
That's
Oh,
pretty
zooming.
good.
I
Ooh,
really-
Ellie.
Bro,
Ellie, you're looking
Fundy,
at me.
what is this spot? That's crazy.
Oh no!
Dude, that's clever.
Yes, you are, Ellie.
I
Yes,
don't
look at
know.
me. Yeah,
Bro, that's.
This is
Oh,
also-
Sigils,
Sigils,
yours is
I've
kind of
always-
crazy.
sure.
I've always wanted to do that, Sigils. That's crazy.
Don't mind me.
What the hell, Chimera? Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna get many points.
I think I know where I'm gonna hide next time.
Oh, hello.
That's what
You're
I gotta
looking
work
sweet
on.
over there.
I gotta have a plan.
Oh,
I haven't
That's
found
what I
anyone
get for
yet.
hiding in plain sight. Dang, bro.
wait. Where is? Oh. I
Okay,
see.
I want to tell you that Fundy is green.
That's my
Oh,
son.
That's so mean. That's so
Oh, I
mean.
see you.
Bro, how did you see that from across the map, dude?
I just saw a bump in the-
How is me and Chimera left alive? How am I left
Dude,
alive with
that's
this?
the wall
That's
had
insane.
a tumor, man. You
Yours
just
is
stood out.
insane, Fundy. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
have a name.
Deb, that's pretty clever.
Is he on the
You know-
ground?
No,
Wait,
please.
it's silent hat.
Oh
No!
no!
Oh, just me. I'm over here.
Wait, you
There's
said
one left, there's
I
one
saw
left,
you
there's one left.
earlier.
Hey, look, mine
You
was
said
Yeah,
terrible,
I
but
in
I'm in
this corner
second
here.
place.
Yeah, I lied.
Did you
I'm
even help
sorry.
me at all?
Bruh.
Points are very low.
You have a really
Yeah.
good spot, actually, Chimera. That's a good.
This
one.
is my hint, Ellie. I am hiding.
Good hint. Good hint.
Oh,
Thank
hide.
you.
No
Yeah,
one's
getting
gonna
those
see
stats
it.
Hiding,
as
so
well.
you're high, somewhere high.
Ah.
Yeah,
And like
yeah,
hi,
sure.
ding,
Yeah.
ding. Okay, then you're probably not high.
Oh!
I see you!
Wow,
Dang,
that
bro.
is
Nice.
crazy
That was
unlucky. That is surprising
Short
he found you.
round. Yeah,
That was really unlucky because I was just climbing here and then I saw you.
dang.
I'm just here cramped in the corner.
Dude,
I like your
Phoenix
spot,
didn't even
Funny.
help me.
I didn't
Oh, no,
find
you
a
found
single
Xisuma, I think.
person.
Yo, Crack and
you found
Bubble
Xisuma.
Heart Gamer, thank you for the
I know,
raids.
where's
And
Xisuma?
Mega Cookie, thanks for
Oh,
gifting
Xisuma was
subs.
the
Always
easiest one.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Thank you so much.
I'm just
Anyone who
surprised
gets
you
a
just-
sub,
you
ask in
spawned
the
in
chat.
the
You can join our Let's Play
Oh.
Minecraft together server.
Wow.
Well, thank you, my dude.
Holy
Appreciate your
cow.
generosity.
You
Some
saw
of these
me and
spots
killed
can
me,
work out really well.
and it didn't give me
Like-
points. Like the game was like, no, you can't see him, and you shot me.
Yeah, I just shot you from across the map.
Right,
Shoot.
we are so doing this level again.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Alright.
okay.
This
Really?
time,
I think
this
it's more
time
hiding time on that.
I had time to think. I can hide.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hide right in plain sight.
Oh, what in the?
This will probably go wrong.
This is an illegal pose. Ellie, look at this.
What the?
Can I pre-pose? Can I get ready? Like, I'm gonna go with that one. Also, how do I do that clone myself thing? Right, that one. Now we're gonna go to the houses. Where the houses? Where the houses? Over there. Okay, yeah, I went the wrong way. But it's okay. Right, we're gonna go on that roof up here. And we're gonna lie. Oh, do you know what? It's tilted. Can I lie tilted? Oh, don't put a thing in my plan. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm just gonna be so obvious standing on. Pfft. Maybe I get away with like looking like a chimney. I don't know. I'm gonna try and look like a chimney. That's the best thing I can do, I think. Nah, that's just ridiculous. Oh, this is pants. It's such a bad plan. So terrible at this game. Maybe that. No, no. Come on, that one. And then just go. Oh, actually. Do you know, I might paint myself red and hope that I look like I'm supposed to be here. As if I'm like some... okay, right. Let's go with that color there first. Nope, that's... Why are we not... Did it just start? I'm so slow. Nah. Nah. No idea what I'm doing. Can I move? Can I just get up and walk around? It's just... I have no idea what I'm doing. I can move. Okay. Oh, I can. Yeah. I'm going to go back a little bit. At least then maybe I'm not quite as obvious. Nah.
Oh, easy.
I don't know how to play this game. Just saying.
That's valid.
No,
My-
no, no. There's a few ones that you did that were pretty good. The computer one
Well,
was really good.
My idea
Yeah.
just did not work. And then I was like, well, I got no plan. I'm going to sit out in the open. Great.
Yeah.
Just great.
It sucks when your idea doesn't work and then you're just stuck as a white dude. Sorry, that's reword. Rephrase.
I mean, I
It's
did
my
I did
everyday
paint
life.
myself. I was beige at one point, but that stood out like a
Mm.
sore thumb too.
Okay, apparently I saw sigils.
Really?
Chimera, no way. Chimera, no way.
I think it's slightly messed up that I'm allowed to do this.
Oh,
There's a more
You're rubbing
messed
up with
spot
the
than
wrong
that,
people.
I feel like
actually.
Sigils has had a similar strategy to me.
Everything's going fine. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think you got
Nothing's
caught out
wrong
like
here.
I did.
Yeah, no. This is all fine. All going according to plan.
It's
Wait,
working
Phoenix, did
so
you get
far.
found?
I'm giving you a lot
No,
of
I got
points.
crashed. I crashed.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Sad.
Yeah.
Oh, not in front of Silent Bundy.
Chimera, come on.
Oh, hello.
I thought we were done with this. This
No!
strat.
Bro, you had to move on top of that marshmallow or something.
I know. I was just. It kept being. It was really picky about like being stuck.
Unfortunate. Okay, Chimera, I like your spot, but there is one that's actually more evil than that.
There is?
Yeah, I decided not to go
Dang.
for it because I wanted to be nice.
It was too
It's
evil
so
even
silent,
for
Brian.
silent. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I got like 5,000 points doing it one game. It was
Chat,
crazy.
I'm surprised at the lack of criticism of my lack of ability here. I thought I was gonna get torn apart.
Hmm.
This is even
I
worse.
feel like I've been here so many times. I haven't even seen you, Chimera, yet.
Bro,
I
what did
changed
you-
Silence is my favorite.
Hello, Dev.
Wait,
where are you,
Chimera,
Dev?
Chimera moved from his original spot.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Oh yeah.
Did he?
Give him a whistle. Give him a whistle.
Well, I haven't seen him. Oh,
You're down to 2 minutes.
I feel
Hello.
like Silence should have more points. Do you have to look
I
directly
feel like I
at
should
them?
too. I think you
probably
gotta be
haven't
like
seen him.
on screen or something.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also a short. It's a short range.
You're
Oh,
really
okay.
good at hiding, Silent. Just too good.
I was trying to do
Becca
a spot that
says
would
that's
give me a
'cause I
lot
don't
of
read
points.
chat.
I mean,
Yeah, this is
I
actually
just
the
read
first time
what was
I've
on
seen
my
Silent
screen.
hiding
There
with
was no criticism.
understanding what the game is about.
So I'm just bad at finding. I heard
Hey, maybe.
whistling like around here.
No, you didn't.
Are you a cookie?
I don't think you did.
Oh.
Nom, nom, nom.
No, I don't think so because
There
points are not
was
going
no
up.
praise. I'll give you that.
You can't ask somebody if they're a cookie, bro.
You're right. My fault. Are you a biscuit?
Chimera changed again.
Wait, what
No,
was
I
that
didn't.
question? What was that question?
Are you a biscuit?
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know how he got points. How he gave me points because I was not in his line
Oh,
of sight.
dang.
I don't see.
Oh God!
That's so good.
You came at it from the side. I was never gonna survive
Yeah, I saw your little belly popping out.
that.
Now,
Yeah.
meanwhile, freaking Chimera.
Is this
here
Chimera,
just
right?
Like, ding, 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 ding.
Chimera's an
He's
actual
still- oh,
chameleon,
bro,
man.
okay.
As
I
a
haven't seen
hunter,
you. Is that you? No, that's not you.
Oh, not the gumdrop buttons.
No.
Not the muffin man.
I haven't even seen you.
Wait,
as
Chimera,
a hunter,
Chimera,
do
the
you only
reason
have
why
5 shots?
I think the reason why
Yeah, you
Chimera's
only have
spot
5
is
shots.
working is because there is a shadow that's cast that's actually working in his favor.
Oh,
Yep.
are you for real?
Yeah.
Give him some whistles.
There you go.
Oh no, Chimera, you're on the wall.
Oh
You're on the wall.
wow! Oh wow!
Oh wait, never mind. That's toxic. That's so toxic. That's so toxic.
Wait, where were you? Oh no
That's
way!
insane. That's insane. That's insane.
No.
Bro painted himself red. He said, "You'll never find
It's
me."
a red for the last like 10 seconds.
Oh,
I will say I'm sorry, but that's all.
Good one. Good one.
I was actually behind the house.
Oh.
Yeah, he
And then
changed
behind
the
the
spot
tree.
like twice.
Yeah.
Dude, you got
Okay,
0 points. Though.
Fundy,
Did
you get
really
the F
win?
vote just because you made an attempt.
Get out of here, dude.
Where's Silent? I like your spot. I need to go give you a like.
Insane.
There you go.
Hey,
Yeah, that was a good one.
I get a white.
All right, I wanna search this down.
So here's what I was thinking. If you run around and they don't shoot, like they shoot but miss and run out of ammo, is that something you can do?
Nah,
They keep
apparently-
shooting at people that are running.
Apparently not.
Ah. Okay. Which level? Something new, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Oh,
if
penguin win,
hunters
penguin
run
win.
out of ammo, the hiders win.
Indoor country is good, but it's
So
a
if you don't
small
want to be
map.
a hunter, you could just shoot 5 times and the game's over.
Wow.
That's
Gotta suffer it a little bit, just a little bit. Good luck, Fundy.
Thank you.
I have a good spot, and you're not gonna like it, Fundy.
Can I stop being a hunter?
Oh, there's 2 hunters.
How am I gonna hide? Oh my god. I don't know what to do, chat. I literally am having no ideas. Maybe. I wanna get points. I don't like the idea of just trying to tuck yourself away and making yourself look like a shadow. Maybe if I just lie down flat here. I feel like the shadow's going to give me away. How do I get rid of the shadow? I don't know. That patch over there looks interesting. What if I just go like right here and paint myself like a carrot? A little further in, I think, might work better for that. There, right there. Okay, so now F. Get that thing nice and big. Try not to panic here as well, by the way, people. That's a little too obvious. Try a different tone. That, I think, fits in a little bit more. And that's about all I got, really. Just hope I blend in, you know? V is toggle for shadow. I think it doesn't really make a difference, does it? All right.
What about?
You
I'm
look
just
like
a regular.
me.
I'm just a fox. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, you painted.
Oh
your
well,
Minecraft
that's just
skin. That's
unfortunate, man.
Oh,
Oh.
you found Xisuma already. Aw.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
look at
an
that, man.
immediate little carrot.
That's how you
I
help
like
your,
this
your
spot.
your hunter friends.
I
It was
like
a
this
good
spot. He was
spot, though,
he was a
Xisuma. It
carrot.
was a
No,
good-
wait. Give me some time. Give me some time. Please, give me some time.
Let the
We'll
man
give him time, but don't give him
Wait,
points.
wait,
We'll give
let
him
the
time, but
man
don't give him
paint.
points.
Okay. How do I?
Silent, that is absurd.
Okay. I'll be back.
Same for you,
crazy.
Dan.
We
Same
know
for
where you are.
I'll be back, my little gnome.
What is this? That's not a human.
No, that's just a hose.
What?
I don't think you're gonna find Chimera.
Me?
Oh,
Why?
well. What?
Hey, buddy, I did this for you. I'm just a little cowboy, man. Come on.
Mm.
Teacher, no.
Oh,
You don't get to live.
Oh my
There you
god.
go. The blood splatter from that.
Yeah. It's just pure red blood splatter. Holy moly.
Is this favoritism? We didn't allow sigils to live, but
That is favoritism.
Yeah, I
yes.
think.
Yeah, what the heck, bro?
Only one
There you
person
go.
gets to finish.
Call the commissioner. I want to speak to the Mecca commissioner.
Sigil said he had money too. I don't know what we're doing, man.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah, I don't. It was a lie.
reverse corruption.
Oh.
Xisuma should have lived longer. He had a good spot. I like his spot.
I feel like I might have had Fundy not walk directly to me. You know?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was just a heat seeker missile.
I feel like one of
Hey,
these
I got
is
I got a
really
good
good.
spot
A
though.
derp
If we
speaking
do this
missile?
again, I think I got a good one.
Ooh.
Silent,
Okay.
brother.
Yeah,
You guys told me to go full
mix.
toxic.
I feel like you'll be like a cloud. Silence a cloud. That's my call.
Oh, hot.
I don't know about that.
Alright.
You're not cold.
Is it time to give Is it time to stop Phoenix?
Bro, yeah.
Yeah,
Phoenix
well
is
let's
right
take a look how
there.
far he got. Let's see how far he got.
Give me any points.
I don't remember where he was.
I feel like I got worse.
Oh, he's over there.
It's creepy now.
I'll let you kill him. I feel like I got worse.
That's so funny.
Sorry, man.
So funny.
Fireball.
That felt horrible. I
Bro.
felt like I killed a
Bro.
little kid. That was not a gnome. That was a little kid that
Oh,
was
yeah,
very
yeah.
Oh man. That's so sad actually.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Anyone in
Guys,
the
I'm
cloud?
surprised we can't find the rest.
Yeah.
I
Chimera's
don't
been
think you will.
seen quite a bit. Yeah, you're not gonna see Chimera.
You know
You're not
what
gonna
I'm
see
saying, huh?
Silent. You're not gonna
Yeah,
see
yeah, well,
Silent.
that's better than one.
You guys
that's a
gotta
crazy
think.
statement, bro. That's a
Yeah.
crazy statement from Silent.
No,
you gotta
Chimera's
think
more
like you're
more
silent.
toxic than I am right now.
Is it
No.
just them two?
No,
I-
you
I-
found
no,
them.
no,
That's
no.
crazy.
Nah, Silence one is worse.
Yeah, that's an insane claim from Silent.
Yeah, but he was
Whisperer
hiding
over there.
behind the bars, like.
No,
he's,
but
like-
yeah, you're
It's very
behind
visible, I think.
more than one.
Yeah,
thing.
you're behind two things, bro. What do you mean?
Okay, well that is
All right,
great
Funny,
intel.
let's
We
find
got
all
this.
the two things that we
Yes.
can find. Let's find
Find
yeah,
two
all-
things.
All the two
Yeah.
things. All the props I have two of. Yeah, just
Yeah.
go. Over,
Okay,
yeah,
an
yeah,
easy clue. There is a horse in the map.
Okay.
Oh, bro, there
There's
you go.
three
That's
of
an
them.
easy
That-
clue.
that's not
I've
gonna
only
help.
seen
I'm
cow, so
within
that's a
20
really good
feet
clue.
of a pig. Wait, is that a
How
pig?
do you know
No.
that? How do you measure feet in this game?
You guesstimate.
Well, the characters have feet, so you grab 20 of those feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
But they
like
can be different sizes.
I mean, do they?
True.
It's more like just the leg, like just a stab down.
Can you give me that in kilometers?
Ooh.
How many clowns?
At
I
least
best I can do
half
is
of one.
bald
Oh,
eagles.
getting warmer, getting warmer. Oh,
Sorry,
getting
Celsius
cold.
is an energy drink,
Oh,
bro.
getting
One of
getting
you.
warmer.
You're
Getting warmer.
getting better.
One of
You're
us.
Looking
getting
the wrong
better,
way.
Fundy.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny. Okay.
Oh,
Or is it?
oh. Look at the
Is
wrong
it
way.
reverse
Look at the wrong
psychology
way.
or reverse
Oh
psychology?
God, where is he?
The fact that he's
Just
not
find the
getting
two
any
things.
points.
Not that way.
Yeah,
Not
I'll
that
do my
way.
best. I found only
You're
one
in the
thing.
ceiling. You're
Bro's in the ceiling. What is this?
This is in the ceiling. The legs are popping out like, hi.
Wait, I found him.
Where was he?
Insane.
Ooh.
In between the clouds.
Ellie,
He
well
was a
done.
cloud. I said that at the start.
Yeah, he was a cloud
Oh,
crowd.
I should have committed to my
Oh.
knowledge.
That
Yeah,
was
you,
so
you
good.
called it. You actually called it. Oh, that was good.
We're playing
I'm
that
gonna
one
give
again,
Xisuma
right?
The upload. The upload.
Yeah,
Well, we
sure.
really had a mixture of just awful and great.
Yeah.
I know what I was.
Yeah. I mean, the carrot was probably my favorite.
Yeah, the carrot's really good. He should have survived a lot longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's
I don't
like
know.
a
I
lot
just
lighter.
spawned here, turned right.
Have
Maybe
you
saw
guys
a
seen
carrot.
Phoenix? Did you
Maybe if you're
guys
touching
see
one of the
Phoenix? Oh,
carrots.
it's too late. No, but Phoenix was so funny.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
should
that's
have
why I
given
have
Phoenix a
1,500
thumbs up.
points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, for sure.
Well,
for
we
sure.
stared at you drawing, so I don't know how much that counted.
Very, very fair and valid points.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be
I have no idea. I
that
think.
one.
Hit the ground.
I'm going crazy. This is so risky, but we'll see.
We all doing this? A bunch of starfish.
Me.
Ah.
All right, here we go, chat. Let me explain what I saw and where I saw it. I don't think this was the best one, and I might be a little bit too small for it, but this probably won't work now that I'm here. But I'm gonna go for it. I need a particular pose. No, don't change that one. And I could probably be, yeah, like that. Okay. So now what we want is something metallic. Maybe not all the way metallic. Okay, we want big brush. Pick that up. I think it's the wrong color. I feel like it needs to be more green. How long do you think that's going to last, chat? I'm just hoping that I actually look like part of the scenery here. Like, I just blend in. I think I might have done better with the square model. Anyway, I'm going to just leave it at that. That's what... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's check everyone out. Oh, Dev.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. Okay, that's a good
Okay,
spot.
Silent. That's great. That's really good, Silent.
Oh, I like yours.
Dang,
Xisuma.
Fundy.
Here-
That's
yeah,
ambitious.
well,
Alright,
we'll
here
see.
goes, let's go.
I think
Oh,
Ellie. I think
okay,
Ellie's
no,
going to be
yeah,
found
Chimera,
first,
Chimera.
if not me.
Yeah.
Oh, Xisuma, I like yours. That's awesome.
Check the clouds,
Thank you.
bro.
Thank you.
Silent's great too.
Hey, Sigils, you didn't paint your
Silence
armpits,
is my
just saying.
favorite, I think.
Yeah, I ran out of time, dude. You gotta do those last, you know?
Where
Why
are
did we
you,
get quiet?
Fundy,
Why
again?
did we
Oh, there
get
you are,
quiet
yeah.
right there?
I love Fundy's spot actually. Although
Yeah,
you're missing.
Fundy's
you're
the
missing
risk
some
taker.
I know. I can't fix that. It doesn't want me
Oh.
to fix it.
Oh,
Hmm.
Ellie, you might be cooked though.
Well, tell me where you are. I'll help you fix it.
my spot is really bad, but maybe it works. Who knows?
Chimera is just being extra toxic, and I love it.
I
Oh,
would
he's
never.
hiding behind a thing again.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Where even is that?
Ellie, I don't know how you. I don't know
There's
how
no carrot.
that's-
There's no
okay.
carrot.
Is it working?
There's no carrot
Somewhere.
there.
Well, yeah. Not giving anything away,
There's no
but
carrot, I swear. I'm not a better carrot than last time. Wow, that sounded like a soundboard.
Wow, that was
I
wow.
know.
That was really
that's
good.
Chimera.
Was that a soundboard?
Did they hire
My
you?
God,
This
put
is
the
me.
game down.
Oh.
Ah.
Good try.
It was a good
That
one
was the
until you
best
looked
spot.
right at it.
Yeah. Yeah, it blends in the
I
peripheral.
cannot
but-
believe your spot, Ellie.
Guys,
I cannot believe that, dude.
Oh man.
Give it
I
give it a
cannot
little bit of a
believe it.
metallic gloss, Ellie. Fix it.
Oh yeah, that could work. That could work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you
Alright,
need to
what's
be a
the
little
band,
bit
though?
more shiny.
Bro's been trading.
It's not shiny enough.
You can
Ah,
turn up
give
your
it that-
metallic.
Give it
There's a
that
slider for
metallic, the metallic oomph.
Yeah,
More,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Where's the no,
More,
no?
bro,
Where's
where-
the shine?
are
Give
you,
the
metallic?
shine. Oh, you need
Alright, let's
to
go with
reduce the
Dude,
roughness.
that's too matte. That's too matte.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, but
No, no. Wow.
No
There we
way,
go.
right?
There
There's
we
no way,
go.
right?
That's good. That's good.
That's
good.
it. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Go.
Bruh, where are you people?
Yeah. What the hell?
You can you've
Wait,
been
look
looking
at
at
that.
That's
us.
a good spot.
I'm not a
Yeah,
carrot.
check here.
Oh, Ellie, you
I mean,
know
No,
like,
the
don't go
car.
away,
looking in the
Signals.
carrot.
Don't go away.
I'm
He's
not
just
a carrot.
car, dude.
I checked the carrots.
You just drive around like
Oh,
that.
who got shot?
I got
silent.
shot. Dang, bro. I was a little bit too large.
I liked
It's
that
not
one.
bad, it's
That
not
was a
bad.
good one.
It could work.
Izuma's nailing
Okay,
it.
so Xisuma is getting points.
Yeah.
Just believe in me.
Yeah.
Zuma's cooking.
I'm not a carrot.
All right, we're getting reports in the field that Zuma's actually a carrot.
This just in. Breaking news. He could
Oh, Chimera,
be
you got a
carrot.
scratch on your back.
Oh.
Fix the scratch. Yeah,
Dude, Xisuma, I cannot believe your spot, dude. I cannot believe it.
It's all right, isn't it?
it's so good.
I think I redeemed myself.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, Mary, are you still
Oh,
in the
great.
same spot? Oh, bro, you're just like. What are you doing?
Bro, what?
Okay, that's
What
a
is he
good spot.
doing?
What?
I don't like
Better
this
stop
starting.
moving.
Guys, I'm getting so
It was
cautious.
so
Stop it.
risky. That was so risky.
He literally ran in front of both of you, and neither of you saw it.
I'm doing it for the game. I got 1 point. I got a single point. Someone technically saw me.
Wow.
You got 1 point. Oh my god.
No!
I got
I like it.
Oh.
I got the
Bro.
pumpkin boy. I got the pumpkin boy. All right.
All right, all
He
right.
spent
he's
so
left,
much
he's
effort
left.
on that.
I did.
Camaro 1 point.
So I would say try not find Chimera, try and find Izuma.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
not really how it
Chimera's
works.
toxic.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
guys
stop
whistled it
looking for
all.
Chimera.
I'm not a carrot.
Yeah, 'cause you
Keep
know where
telling
he
you
was, right?
this.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro's not a carrot, Sigils. Oh my god.
I don't know. I kind of feel like he is a
Dude,
carrot.
the
and
hint I'm
just
gonna give
hate
you guys
myself.
is 30 seconds. It is not a tryhard spot at all. It's basically in the open.
It's actually
Bro,
very in the open. Yeah.
Whoa, you found Chimera.
Alright,
Of all
alright.
people.
Chimera
all
before
right.
Zuma.
Yeah, you know, I'm never
Well,
listening to Funny
that was
again,
his
bro.
fourth
Found
spot.
Chimera.
I didn't
Hey,
realize
Xisuma,
I
give
was
him a
looking
whistle.
at.
Dude, where? Dude.
There's no way.
I got this.
Wow, well done. Well done.
Wow,
GG.
good
Yeah,
job,
well
dude.
Bro.
Keeping it
Great
classy.
job.
Good
That was
stuff.
beautiful.
Where was he?
Oh my god, he's a leg of a thing.
Wait.
Oh wow.
You walked past him
He's
so
like the
many
grain.
times.
Bro, no!
Nice.
That's so good.
Nah,
That's so
insane.
good.
That's insane. That's insane.
It's so
I
simple.
think you
it
finally
works
found
so
your
well.
footing. That's so good.
Find your footing.
That's a good one.
Yo, guys, how can we play that one Minecraft map? Is it difficult?
I
think
think
we
we
need
We have to
following,
do the
uh,
modded one.
download it.
You got
yeah,
workshop,
to the
right?
workshop.
Yeah,
This is
but
workshop, right? So,
they updated the game. It'll actually like send you the link to auto approve it to download. So
Oh, that's
you-
beautiful.
should we do that?
Yeah.
Should we do
Yeah,
that for the
yeah,
last
sure.
one?
Try that.
It's a good one.
Zoom.
Do I
I'll
have to
try
do
send you the-
things?
Yeah, you have to follow a workshop. I'll link you.
I might be able to find it because I'm on the thing and I search. Oh look, Minecraft. Minecraft Big
Yeah,
Vanilla.
there you go. I think that's
Okay.
the one.
So then I
That's
follow
it,
it,
okay.
subscribe. Do I have to? Will it now be ready, or do I have to restart my game?
It should just
I
come
think
right
it
in.
should be
It-
ready.
It's just ready. Yeah,
Oh wow,
you don't have to
okay,
restart.
that's some next level technology.
And then here the guys
Oh,
who are playing
sweet.
just download it.
Mod. Oh,
Mod-
yes, it's
mod
mod.
question.
Does everyone need it?
I think we just need to
We will get
follow
prompted
it. It'll
to
prompt
download
us.
Yeah, it should
It'll
prompt
prompt
us.
us to download.
Yo,
In your
mate,
future.
Yeah, don't
Sticky,
open a
thank you for
menu or
another
like
10,
paint or
man. Really
anything,
appreciate it.
because that can glitch.
This
out your game.
animation's for you.
I know.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be cubed in
Actually,
this one. That's gonna be
I
funny.
was gonna play another one. I
Oh
pressed.
god,
wait,
right.
wait, the animation stopped working.
Do you have some questions?
Actually, my Steam
I'm
Deck
a
stopped
metronome.
working. What the heck? My Steam Deck didn't launch
enough,
earlier
man.
today. What's going on with it? Oh, computer's messing up.
Cling.
Anyone wants to
clunk,
beatbox to
clunk,
that,
clunk,
metronome?
clunk, clunk,
Computer's doing weird things.
Boom, boom, go.
Right, what's up with
Many
that?
decisions, and I'm
Captain
here to
Boots and
say
Captain Boots
that I
and
like to
Cats.
hide in different ways.
So I've been pressing the emote buttons and they ain't been activated.
That's pretty good.
Remix time, Ellie.
Uh-huh.
You just need some more
Bro, I
like.
know.
Repeat that 5 times.
more
Oh,
like-
I don't know what's up with it. Nothing's happening.
I never got beat naked. I've known Ellie for like a decade. never
So
gotten
so
beat
Q
naked.
is
That's true,
for.
dude.
What is it
I
doing?
know.
Oh my god, what the hell?
That's
Dang.
true.
Chimera. It's crazy.
Nah, dude, I've known sigils for like 20 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Bro.
More.
Yeah,
Okay.
We are the pile. The pile is good.
And then if you suddenly look up, it's like, oh,
Okay. I don't know what's going on with it, but it worked now.
I'm melting. Ah.
Dude, you know
I hope
that,
you enjoy the emotes.
that one Google Choir thing?
Let's see if it'll do another one.
One of you has to do a deeper voice.
No, no.
What is happening over here?
Oh.
Uh, so
Oh,
what
man.
about now?
I
Yeah,
am the
it's
Lorax.
messed
I
up.
speak for the trees.
But thank you. I
Oh
guess
god, how
how
is your
them
your
again.
back is so broken when you do that?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I had some issues, but I'm good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We good
We
to play?
summoned an Eldritch Horror.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, the Minecraft one. Oh, you got to
Click here
download.
to download it.
Yeah.
Okay. And,
And
then
it-
subscribe.
Oh, there's
Starting to
multiple Minecraft
download.
ones even.
Oh yeah, I haven't done this one yet.
Is anyone
Yeah, same.
getting the prompt?
Yeah, it worked for me. This worked.
When
I'm
you
starting
click on
download.
it, it'll open a Steam page.
I didn't
Yeah,
get
then
any
you gotta hit-
prompt.
You gotta hit subscribe.
My chat is
like
telling me I
that.
need to turn ammo off. Do we need to do that for this map?
Just trying to do it in
Uh,
general.
Which map is
Chimera,
it? The-
what worked for me? Oh no, that didn't work for me though.
I'm
It's
just
gonna
not
be
getting any
the
prompt myself.
Minecraft Big Vanilla.
Okay, I'm just gonna manually.
Well, I don't think he's gonna let us start. Oh, there you
Good. Okay, it's working. It's working.
go. Oh wait.
Oh, we should
No,
all be
because
square.
we're
Holy
left
kick.
Yeah,
middle.
I was going to say blocky
no.
game. I'm
Yeah,
going square.
Blocky.
It kicked Chimera out.
Yeah.
You can.
It's
You
just
can
that
take
I'm
the
doing
my game-
Minecrafters out of
my
Minecraft.
computer's crashing.
You can't take the Minecraft out
Oh,
of
there we go.
Minecrafters.
My computer's
I
crashing. If you
rejoined.
Wait,
guys
did you
can hear
cancel
me,
the?
if you guys can
Okay,
hear me,
okay.
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Oh, you rejoined? I think we have to
Nah,
restart.
My computer's big
No,
time
it's
crashing.
fine. It's fine. I'm in
I don't know
progress.
what happens now. It did this yesterday after
no.
2 hours of
Uh-oh.
streaming.
Oh, the lobby is broken.
Yeah, like that's the end of my stream,
Oh no.
and I might get kicked
Oh
out
no,
of
I
Discord.
can't move.
And the game
I'm
crashed.
forever
No!
on
I have a
Oh,
weird
I
feeling
just-
I might know what's causing this on my system.
Oh.
I used to have
Too
this
much
issue where like my game would lag after 2 hours of streaming. But like, I don't think it is the same issue.
I've had that too, actually.
Huh.
Like a memory leak or something.
Maybe.
No, it's it's an antivirus thing.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Let's see if I can. I might be able to get this back up for one more game.
Sure.
Let's see.
And then next time we'll just have like
guys,
10
like-
modded maps.
All my monitors go off and like the drivers reinstall, and sometimes I can't even see anything, but everything's still running on the
I think
computer. It's so bad.
Your antivirus is a virus, bro.
Literally.
It's running a
Literally.
Bitcoin miner.
Right, I can create a server. It says the server already exists. I'm going to add 1 on the end of the server name,
Okay.
and then you
Sure.
should be able
Oh,
to join
I
it.
tried to rejoin the same server. I'm now blacked out.
I
Oh.
said join.
Oh wait,
I
I'm
had
back
to
in the
restart
same
the game.
server.
Wow, that's weird.
I'm in.
Well,
I'm in.
You're
I'm
hosting
in.
2 servers.
we're missing 2 people.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, we're
Blip, blip,
missing.
blip, blip, blip,
Okay,
blip.
we're good.
I'm away.
My God, it's Ellie the Beatmaker.
Hey, must select the Minecraft one. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Nice, nice.
Oh,
Square
that was
body
quick.
type.
Blocky boys.
Oh no, I chose the wrong body type.
Oh, you're gonna be
Good.
first out.
If I'm not the first
It's the
out, you're bad.
curves. Right, what should I expect here?
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
I don't think any
same
of
Oh,
us
as
know
I'm
this
the
map yet.
seeker.
Oh,
It's
wow.
fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my!
It's hiding time.
What
Oh
is-
god.
What is this?
I think it's Minecraft.
It's infection.
Banners.
As
I
well.
can't see anyone else.
Oh,
is
we
it
have
wrong game
50
mode?
seconds until Seekers.
Oh, that's
About.
like nothing.
Yeah, it's literally nothing.
Oh god. This is bad.
We're cooked.
Oh,
Focusing,
god.
focusing, hard focusing.
I think I'm fine actually.
Where is the pose I want?
Bro, what is this render distance?
Very high.
2 chunk render distance. What's happening?
Come on.
Actually, like a pretty good Minecraft build too. Like,
Next. I don't know this.
Almost out of time. I'm panicking.
yeah, I done panicked already.
Help, help, help.
Hello.
help.
I'm here.
Help.
Oh, we
No,
need-
I was still trying.
Well, well,
Stop.
I'm not alone anymore. Oh God, is one of these maps?
Stay away.
Oh wait, I can't see anyone else. Interesting.
I feel like it should be pretty easy to find people.
Yeah, this is infection.
You ain't finding me.
I might.
Right, so I want to
Ellie,
go
where
free
are you
cam,
hiding?
which I can't. for
I'm
some
hiding,
reason.
dude. I'm hiding somewhere.
It's
Prove
it's
it.
5 and then 4 to free cam. It's kind of annoying. Sometimes,
Yeah, I
sometimes
might-
it'd be breaking.
I seem to be like clipping. Yeah, you can't go through blocks, so I get stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem.
I like my spot.
Hmm.
So
This
I
file
have to
staircase in the middle
like
is kind of annoying.
legitimately find you guys, right?
You can't see us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't see your
Yeah.
name tags.
You won't be able
Yeah,
to
no,
see our
you-
bodies either.
No, 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 no.
No, I
we're
think you
fully-
can't
we're,
even see
like,
the bodies
fully
because
invisible.
we're playing
Yeah.
infection. Because it would give you an advantage. You could just
Oh,
find people.
I remember. Yeah, I couldn't find anyone else. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why the other game mode's more preferable.
Mm.
I have a feeling I'm not going to get any points.
I will die very fast, I think.
There we go.
I heard some whistling near me.
No, no one would ever whistle at you.
Whistle.
Oi, oi.
Ooh, there's some evil spots in this map that are just like hard.
You got
Oh.
greedy.
I did.
Where was he at?
He was one of the
One of the-
lampposts.
Yeah.
Shoot.
How did,
someone will
are
be
you
on the
allowed
roof
to
thinking
move?
they're
I thought you
invincible.
could move after.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
How do you
You need
move?
to go
Yeah.
out of. You need to go
You
out of.
gotta
free
I think you
cam.
gotta.
Yeah, you gotta press 5 to get out of camera.
5. That was it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, the controls
you
on this
go.
are not great.
No. Oh, that was stressful, but we got it. We
Okay,
got it done.
maybe I won't move. I'll
What
gamble.
about a clutch? Oh, I think I saw someone.
Oh,
Oh my
dang
god,
it.
this place is huge.
Was that terrible timing?
Dig it. Ooh, a little enchantment.
Uh-oh. No, don't do that. Yeah, okay.
Eh.
That'll work.
Oh, this is a huge map.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, I
this
didn't
map's
realize.
insane.
Wait,
How?
what's wrong? Oh,
Ellie, I saw your spot. That
please.
is greedy.
Thank you.
No.
Oh,
Please, I have a fan.
Just testing the waters, literally.
yeah. Do you think there could
Literally,
be
yeah,
someone in
wow,
the
dude.
water?
I don't know.
Oh, I heard a whistle.
Oh, that's a spot, dude. I see a spot.
There's
We need more
actually so
frequent
many places
whistles.
to hide on this. Yeah.
Dude, this
I would-
they need smooth lighting in this, man. This reminds
Yeah,
me
for
of,
real. They gotta turn on
yeah.
shaders. What's happening?
2012 Minecraft.
I don't know. Hopefully that works.
I heard that.
No, you didn't. You heard nothing.
I heard that too. I'm hearing
Oh.
all of that.
Audio is working. Ears confirmed.
The underground is just so
Wow.
funny.
There's
Where
like
is
little
that?
caves and stuff. There's so many
Phoenix
places to
isn't
hide on this
blocky.
one.
I'm not blocky?
No, you're just a guy, dude.
Oh, I
Bro.
thought it was.
Oh, actually, maybe when you die, it resets you. I don't think any of the hunters.
Oh,
are.
there's an upstairs to the house. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little attic, but
Bro.
that's all.
Oh, there's a cactus. The sigils. You should have gone there.
I did. Why did Fundy immediately shoot the cactus?
No!
Bro? That's crazy.
Camera.
Crazy.
Sorry,
Crazy.
camera. I
Ellie,
saw you
I was
moving.
running around the tree every time someone was in
Where are you?
Silent goes.
Fundy, no!
Wow.
No, Fundy, no!
I had to compare. I was like, hmm.
Yeah,
Silent
I
goes.
know.
There's a cactus, and Fundy 180s and shoots the cactus immediately.
Wait,
that was
this is not someone?
insane.
Wait, you were actually on the cactus?
Oh no.
No.
No,
but
there
he
was
was
no
next to
one.
one.
I just
Okay.
couldn't risk it.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot, we have 30 seconds, guys. I should have hit him back here. This is where I
Oh
should've
god, we need some whistles.
Whistles.
Oh, that's inside, I
Oh,
think.
oh.
Oh,
That's-
Inside the
that's, like,
house.
right
The
here.
whistle's coming from
Dude, this
inside
house
the
is
house.
huge.
Inside the
Any more whis-
house.
Any more
Where's this?
whistles?
One of you is
Where's
here.
that?
Are you
I'm feeling
upstairs?
Oh,
I
it's
think it might be on the
outside.
roof. They're probably on the roof.
Oh god.
He isn't, I don't think.
Speed run.
Whistle.
Whoa! How did you not see me? You looked right at me.
Man.
Oh,
No way!
Oh,
you
I
missed!
see you
You
now!
missed! Yes!
Oh wow!
Oh.
That
Oh.
was crazy. Bro was a
Oh,
Cheeky
you look so
Xisuma.
close, dude.
Bro, literally, I missed by like half a second.
Look at
That's
Fundy.
crazy.
cycles upstairs.
Fundy
Oh, man.
stared right at me, dude, and shot the cactus right next to me, bro.
What?
Oh, so I actually saved you because he did a 180. He was looking right
Yeah,
at
dude,
you.
he was staring
you're
at
right
me when you said
here.
that.
Oh, see, someone was inside.
Oh, you little
Oh,
cheeky
inside
Yeah, I
the
was a
animal.
bit
That's
torch
a good
look-alike.
I was a bit
Oh,
toxic, I'll
man.
admit.
That was a good
That's
spot.
really
bro.
good.
That was pretty fun.
Should we do that?
Let's
one
do
more time?
that
Are
one
we
with
cooked?
more forced whistles and longer searching time.
Oh yeah, you should enable
Let's go basic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about
You know, to see
this?
where people are hiding.
No,
Oh,
hell no.
No,
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 my
God.
God.
Pixelated. What are you trying to censor us, bro?
Okay.
My streams are already pixelated enough. I don't need more.
Selecting hunters.
Blocky size.
Do we go
Yeah, I'm
gold?
lucky this time.
I'm blocking it up.
Mm-hmm. Lock it in.
Let me begin.
Oh, I have to do a thing now, don't I? I have to paint myself. You see, I need to think ahead of time. If I'm on the spot, I'm like, what do I do? I'd like to sit here and think. Let's make. Should we make like the tiniest little eyes, little specks? Why does that keep changing? I don't know. There we go. That doesn't look intimidating. Paint a Doom guy. I just don't have that kind of imagination. That's my nose. Here's my hair. Should I give me a mouth? Is that the strangest mouse you ever saw? It's a weird one. It's a weird one, I give you that. I find you. Yes. I find you. Dude, I have to. Next time I play, I got to be prepared, right? Like I gotta think of a skin ahead of time.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Do the sitting. do the
Yeah,
sitting.
I need to paint though.
I'm hunting.
All
We're
right.
out of
Come
time.
find us. Camera, you should come join us.
I really should, but I don't.
Too late
I
now.
am
Right
in
now.
deep waters.
Silent. You silent. Move.
He's in deep waters.
Oh
What?
my
Oh,
god,
oh,
why are you guys
oh.
there? No! It's
Straight away. Straight away.
This is messed up.
It's just
I
it's
gotta
just
say.
sad that I looked straight at it.
This is messed up.
This is so bad.
Just
Oh my
remember
gosh.
when the end comes that we're all your friend. Okay, that's all we ask.
So Fundy, you're hunting as well now, right?
No.
No,
I can
it's
give you
amazing.
hints.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I changed the mode, didn't I?
Yeah, we're not infected anymore.
Oh, I wish we
Bro,
could
this
go
is-
through
this
walls,
is
man.
so
I'm
toxic.
trapped inside a house. Oh, yeah, I
No, we're
could just
doing the
teleport to you.
battleship strat.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a hint, considering I'm already found.
Okay.
When you find one of them, you will likely find all of them.
Well,
Right.
yeah, dude.
Give me a whistle
Yes.
then. Give me a whistle. Okay, I think you guys are in somewhere over here.
This is so funny.
No, this is okay. I don't think you're in the basement. I'm gonna skip this.
This is toxic. This is actually
This
toxic.
is really toxic. And just remember, it was Silent's idea.
Bro,
Yeah.
literally not.
Wait, did someone move?
Yeah.
Are you guys like off the edge of the world?
No,
I-
but you
I
got to
think-
really ground yourself to
Guys,
find
that's so
them.
good. That's so good.
He's got it now.
This is
They're
bullying.
Oh,
like
wow.
genuinely
Oh,
in such a
jeez.
rock solid position.
Oh no.
We're pretty stone cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough. It's very tough.
Wait, tough as a block.
That's
I think it's a
that is
pretty
true.
pretty smooth spot.
Smooth spot, you think so?
Yeah.
Hello.
Wait, did someone bail?
Wait, yeah.
Someone
straight
did bail.
ran.
Someone ran.
Silent straight ran.
Oh my god. Jesus. Wow.
That's GG's. That's GG's.
Are we laughing because I'm an idiot or like did I go straight past you?
Chimera, what are you doing, Chimera?
Xisuma, you tend to be like a very forgetful person, right? In real life.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait, Citrus is still there.
Bro,
Why would you say that? Why would you say
Why
that?
would you say that? That's insane. That's insane. Why would you never say that, bro?
Wait. Did I see someone? Oh my gosh, who is this?
Whoa!
No.
Dude, I didn't see you up there.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Silent, that's really good.
This shouldn't be allowed.
No, dude, that's so messed up.
All right, give me some
Oh
whistles.
my gosh, I
Oh
think
my god. Bro.
All right,
My
colder,
pinky is
colder,
blue.
colder, 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 warmer, 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 warmer,
Chimera's
warmer,
one's
warmer,
like
Hot.
warmer,
Chimera's
warmer,
hot.
warmer, warmer, very warm, super warm,
Oh,
super
it's
cold
back in here
again,
again.
cold again,
Cold,
cold again,
cold,
cold
cold.
again, super warm, very warm, very warm,
Oh
very
my God,
warm,
boiling.
incredibly warm,
Dude.
cold,
3rd-degree burn.
warm, super warm, incredibly warm, so warm. Oh my god, cold, cold.
What?
So warm right now. Oh my god, you're
Oh, this
burning
game is
up.
so
Cold,
good, dude.
cold.
Bro.
So hot, it is sun level heat.
Yeah, we
Oh
don't-
my
Xisuma,
god,
Xisuma,
you
look-
are going to die from just a sunburst and 7th degree burns,
He
and
rises,
it is.
but you should not.
Oh my,
You know
and
what I'm
cold,
saying?
cold,
Oh my
cold.
God.
You're very cold.
What? Should I
No,
just
remember, remember you can crouch. Just
Man.
random, no reason, for no reason.
Wow.
You have to find. Y'all have to find
Bro.
Chimera.
I
You
know.
have to find Chimera.
I'm just
Chimera's like
crafting, man. I'm
Chimera's
just crafting,
Just
dude.
go in the house.
Chimera, hold on, Chimera.
Yeah, come here,
I think
come
that's
here,
it.
come here.
I think that's it.
Chimera, I don't know about that, dude.
Oh,
That's insane.
I'm just
dude.
crafting, dude. What do you want me to do? Xisuma, go to the house. Go to the house. Go to the basement again.
oh,
I've been here the whole time.
I skipped the basement. Dang it.
Yeah, you were staring at him, and you were like, "Nah."
You
no one's in
went to the basement and then you left.
Yeah. Are you like right out in the open?
Oh, you're gonna hate this, dude.
Maybe.
Let's
I
see if we
wish
can
I
get there
could
in time.
teleport. Gosh.
yeah,
Yeah,
teleporting is a
alright,
secret at the
alright.
end would be
Yeah.
nice.
I need
Down
an
you go,
end
down you
Go
go.
down, go down, go down, go down.
You're
Yep.
almost
More
there.
down, more down.
Yep.
And big reveal.
No.
I'm just crafting, dude.
Dude. The timing. Like 2 more seconds down here and I would have seen you, but I just went straight back out.
You you made Camaro laugh his way home, bro. He's gone.
Oh, dude, for real.
He fell off his chair.
Wow.
He's laughing all the way to the
I'm
bank.
here right now, dude.
Yeah.
That was too
That was
good.
fun.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
That was a good
quiet
round.
here,
That was a good
boys.
round.
I'm melting. It's so hot in my room.
Yeah, we're gonna do that
It's
again
98
sometime. Yeah,
degrees in my room right now. Okay,
that was a hit.
That was
shoot.
That was a hit. Pleasure playing with y'all.
Yeah, that was great.
Let's
Yeah, it was
get-
awesome.
We'll do it again
Thanks,
soon.
guys.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah,
everyone.
do it
Yeah,
again
for
with
sure.
many more
It was
maps.
fun.
Take care, guys.
All right,
See
see
you
you
guys.
everyone.
See ya.
later.
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. Chat, you get me for a minute or two here. Did you like it? I definitely want to play it again. Super cool game. I think I need to like do some off-camera thinking. Like maybe look at the levels, get some ideas for hiding places, and definitely come up with a skin for when I'm a hunter, you know? But you loved it. Wolfhouse loved it. Bex says, I'm surprised Ellie is playing. It's hot over there. Yeah, dealing with a heat wave. It's not too bad where I am. Please read the chat more. We give good tips, says Angry Redstone. I was quite happy just playing without any input today, but I'll maybe next time I'll feel like taking some input. You know I don't mind some backseat gaming, but sometimes I do like to just do it myself, you know? You've been obsessed with this game, it never disappoints. Yeah, I can see why. I can see why. Chat does not give good tips. You've been reading. Well, I had my moment on that level where I just stood under that thing and it worked. It totally worked. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bam. Go check out my music if you haven't done so already. Soulside Eclipse is the name. Find it on Spotify. You can find it, you know, YouTube, Apple, websites, whatever. It's out there. I'll go look for someone to raid right now. I'm also shutting down the game because I'm worried about my computer crashing again. It's wild. It did that twice in a row around the 2-hour mark, right? Let's see. Let's go raid Skiz. He was very kind earlier to come and show us around, and he's just started a Hermitcraft stream, so feels very appropriate. All right, there we go. You can go watch some Skizzleman on Hermitcraft. I'm sure you'll enjoy that. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Is been more and more touchy inside my